I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm not cool with that.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Yo,
Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it no more.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
Gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He's just killed a little fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
You happy because you got nothing? You don't got a thing. You happy because you got nothing? Got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA Boxing.
All right, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena. I'm here with Gonzalo and Stu. Guys, what's up? I think they're drinking their coffee. But anyways,
Fucking screensaver on my phone. Always, someone has to put my code in every time I want to get back on my phone. I need to get that off. Does my head in.
stupid phones, stupid technology.
Yeah, bring back the days of the Nokia 3310.
Yeah, with that ringtone. Seamus Carey is in the chat. Jay Perez, Ma the Meatloaf, Alan R, Blues Boxing, Timmy Nealon, Saint Britt, Carlos Ruiz. Guys, welcome to the show. We're gonna be talking about basically anything you guys want, but also we're gonna talk about Devin Haney's comments, whether those comments bothered you or not, whether Devin Haney's a racist. So let's begin. Oh, by the way, guys, the phone lines are open, and also we're going to be posting a StreamYard link pretty soon, so you can talk to us through there. Let's start with Stu. Stu, Devin Haney, your thoughts on his comments?
Oh dear. I mean, very, very disappointed in Devin Haney. This is a kid like I was willing to get behind. Seemed like a level-headed kid. Seemed like a nice kid, but he's caught the coronavirus, isn't he? The LDBC coronavirus, and yeah, I mean, I just don't get the comment. I don't get what he's going to gain from that. I mean, unless he wants to a bunch of fucking retards on his side, then yeah, and I suppose that's why he did say it. But for the big picture, I mean, it's not a great move, is it? I mean, you know, America is a hard place to crack as it is. You're gonna have to get white people on side if you want to make a lot of money, and you can be a big star over there. But you're not going to get them sort of people on side by making them sort of comments. And let's be real, Devin Haney's not proven anything. I mean, this guy's talking like he's got a solid record and he's crushed anyone that's come in front of him. This guy is just, let's be real, he was average at best in his last fight. And I don't mind if you're going to back up your words, but I just got a feeling this kid is not going to. I got a feeling they're going to push him along too quickly. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself as well. Wilder found that out when he decided to take on the crown of the King of Wakanda. He decided that that's what he was going to do and put a lot of pressure on himself. And then when he fouled, it didn't look good. I mean, let's be real. What do you think he's come off the internet for? Because when you make comments like that, you're never going to be able to forget it to the day you die. People are going to keep reminding you every day on the internet. And if he loses to a white boy, then it could probably destroy his career. That's how bad that's how bad that loss could be. And like I said, there's a few white boys I'd pick to beat him. I mean, if he wants to stay at 135, Luke Campbell's a fight that everyone keeps calling for. Right now, picking Campbell to win that. I've not seen enough from Haney to think that he's some fucking world beater. Eddie Hearn might think so, but Eddie Hearn's just corny, like I said. It's just corny as fuck. Tell us the same about Dave Allen as well if he had the chance.
Yeah.
But look, if he fights Lomachenko, it's going to be another Tyson Fury Wilder, where it's going to be blacks versus whites. That's how it's going to end up being, whether you like it or not, because Haney's made it about that. And Haney's going to get his ass whooped, and he's going to lose his brother card, and the fucking LDBC are going to have to come up with more excuses. They're going to have to have another nervous breakdown, like they did with Wilder. I mean, it's mayhem, innit? I don't get why he said it.
All right, before we get to Gonzalo, we have a phone call, so let's take it. 719, you're on the air. 719.
Y'all should understand why Devin Haney is doing this. I mean, American history pretty much gives him a great reason for him to feel that way. And plus, when he does fight a white person, now you're gonna have a fucking shitload of white people that want to see him lose rather than white people want to see him win. They were never gonna want to see him win in the first place. So you might as well make them hate you so they can want to see you lose, pretty much like Floyd did. So it makes perfect sense to me, and I don't have a problem with his comments based on U.S. history.
So you don't think that white people or Mexicans or whatever, non-black people, you don't think they would have supported Devin Haney?
White Americans? No.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No?
They have more reason to hate him.
Why?
And I want to see him lose rather than be on the other side of the fence. I mean, we all know that. Let's be real here.
So you're saying most white people are racist?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying most white Americans don't support black fighters.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I don't blame them either. Because like I said, they keep coming up with racist bullshit. And, you know, it's quite clear how much hatred a lot of them have got in their hearts. And let's be real, a lot of them are fucking low IQ thugs anyway. Who'd want to back them? So let's be real. I mean, I don't blame them one bit. And if I was an American,
I mean,
I'd be jumping on the Eastern Europeans and nutsacks as well. Trust me, I would be. I wouldn't be supporting those guys. Not like Haney.
Okay, so now that you said
no,
that,
listen, there's no excuse for that sort of behaviour. There's no excuse for them sort of comments.
All right, caller, Mike Tyson, right? He was very popular. Are you saying that it was all just black supporters supporting Mike Tyson?
No, it was. I'm pretty sure there was more people wanting to see him lose when it comes to white people rather than to see him dominate. We all know this. I mean, you just got to be real about it. I mean, when Buster Douglas knocked him out, I'm pretty sure white people celebrated that more than him dominating too.
No, you don't talk for white people. You can't talk for white people. Listen,
no, you can't.
I remember being quite gutted that day. I mean, my fucking heart was broke that day, man. I was a big Mike Tyson fan.
Well,
and I thought this guy was. Listen, let me finish. I thought this guy was unbeatable. So when he lost, it did affect me. So don't speak for all white people. I mean, like I said, this is a problem with America right now.
U.S. history
this is a problem with America right now,
which is why I mentioned it. U.S. history.
You think the world? You think the world thinks like you lot do? We don't.
All right,
you lot are the ones thinking with the backward. You lot are thinking backwards, not us. I mean, because you've got this shit. It's 2020, and this shit we're still talking about in the sport of boxing, man. I mean, let's be real. If you come on this show weeks before, I was praising Devin Haney. I was like saying, I hope he does well. I hope this kid does well, knuckles down, and stays away from the certain people that could ruin his career. And I was wishing him the best. And then he comes out and does this. Look, he's lost a fan in me. Maybe you don't care about that anyway because you don't want white people on site.
It's working already. See, you ready to see him lose already. You already talking about how Lomachenko's going.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, that whether I want him to win or lose, does it matter? Is that helping his career? Look, if you think he's going to be another Floyd Mayweather, then think again. No one's cares enough about Devin Haney to pay to get his ass whooped, to pay to see him get his ass whooped. He's not that guy. No one cares enough. He's not even got one signature win behind him. Let's be real. He lost to four white boys in the amateurs. What's his excuse for that one? You know, I just.
All right, Stu, hold on. Let the caller say something. Caller, go ahead.
I'm saying it's gonna work. Everybody that's mad about this is gonna tune in and want to see him lose. And you're saying he's irrelevant right now. Well, he's not irrelevant to anyone anymore, or they're going to have more of a reason to want to watch his fights now that he said what he said. And look how people acted when Deontay Wilder got knocked out. They were celebrating him, a black man getting beat down by a white man on Black History
Yeah,
Month.
but
I mean,
it wasn't about that first
It
though. It
wasn't
wasn't about. No one celebrated Wilder getting schooled in the first one. We just appreciated that Tyson Fury got the win. No one was talking about Wilder, the black guy lost. No one mentioned that around here. He made it about
Oh, yes,
race in
they
the build
were.
up to the second fight. He
Oh,
wanted
yes,
to talk
they
about
were.
Black History Month. He wanted to come in looking like something from fucking Wakanda. That was him, not me, not us.
No,
So let's be real.
he
He
came.
deserved
He
what
came
he
in
got.
being proud
And just
of
like
his
Devin
race.
Haney will
What's
deserve
wrong
what
with
he
being
gets
proud of
when he
your
steps
race?
in the ring with Lomachenko.
No, I remember Wilder being proud to be black when he walked in. That's what the song was about, and that's what he always talks about. What's wrong with being proud to be what you are?
Nothing wrong with being proud to be black. Nothing wrong with being proud to be black. But you better back your shit up when you're talking about being when Tyson Fury being a meme on History Month
What you
or a
back
question,
what
a
up?
trivia,
Back being
a
proud of?
trivia question on Black History Month when he's talking about stuff like that. Let's be real. We know what Wilder was talking about. We knew what road he was going down. He
No,
wanted to
we
make it
don't.
about
We
black
know he
versus
was
white.
what?
And look, he in front of the whole world, he got embarrassed. He got his ass whooped, and he looked shook to his boots. Looked like a scared child in there, and it was embarrassing to watch. And if that's the guy you want to get behind and said he's the man for Black Power, then fucking God help you all. He fucking looked a mess in there, and he was a joke, an embarrassment. He'd be embarrassment. He was an embarrassment. That's what he was.
Black Power. Let's get this right. Black pride is not the same thing as black power. Black power is more of a superiority thing. Black pride is
Well,
just
that's
being
what
proud of
Wilder.
who
Yeah,
you
that's what
came up
Wilder
and
was
hurt
going down
at.
though. That's what
It's not
Wilder
the
was
same
going down
thing,
all
but you want
along.
to mix the two.
That's the road he was going down all along.
No, it wasn't, man. No, it wasn't. I mean, like I said, when you do go down that road, this U.S. history gives you every reason to go down that road, which is why the till this day thing went viral, because it makes fucking sense, man. This U.S. history cannot be ignored.
Yeah, listen, no one's ignoring the history, and I'd never come on here and tell you about your history. I wouldn't be that ignorant. But we're talking about the sport of boxing now, and there's a place for that sort of stuff, and boxing's not it. Let's be real. I mean, and look, Devin Haney, where's this come from? Because one minute he looks like a down-to-earth kid who actually had to go to a white man to get properly paid. You know, he's all about this talk about the white man, any all of a sudden, but he had to go to a white man to get a decent fucking wage because the other people weren't doing it for him, was he? I mean, let's be real. Who really knows who Devin Haney is outside of boxing fans? Nobody. So,
well,
look,
you just proven my
this
point.
is what I mean with
Wilder.
Wilder's another one. Surrounds himself with white dudes. Shelley Finkel, Lou DiBella, fucking out, JD's. I mean, even his missus. I mean, she's not black. She's Filipino. He just surrounds himself with everyone but black people. Yet he's Mr. Black Pride. I mean, get out of here.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me ask y'all this: is anybody here a Sergey Kovalev fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Sergey Kovalev.
Yeah, I like Sergey. What about him?
Oh, you are. You are a Kovalev fan. One of you said yeah. So you didn't react this way to Kovalev's racist remarks.
Which racist remarks?
Which one?
Which ones?
Listen, which one are you talking
Which
about?
ones? Explain.
You ready to disown Haney?
Which racist remarks?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna play that game.
No, you're gonna play it, man.
Are you talking about?
Which
You're talking about the
remarks,
T-shirt
man?
you wore about Stevenson?
Go ahead. Well, which racist remarks?
I'm not gonna play that game, man. We can both play dumb.
Listen,
all
look,
right.
Sergey Kovalev has never once said even before when he was unbeaten, he'd never once said that he would never lose to a black guy. Not once did he say that.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah,
You mentioned Mike Tyson.
But,
look, I remember when I was a
say
child, I cried when Mike Tyson lost. Let me tell you something about Mike Tyson. The heart feels and the mind knows what the mind knows. He was a big fan of what's this guy, a boxer from the old school guys. He's a fan of Pacquiao. He's a big fan of Pacquiao. He's the Tyson Fury. And damn, it slipped my mind right now. One of the old school fighters, a white guy. What's his name, Bucho? From the 1920s.
What you on about? Fucking that could be anyone. Who you on about? What? Fucking Jack Dempsey? Who you on about? Jack Dempsey.
Jack Dempsey.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of Jack Dempsey. So, the way that Tyson behaves, the way he comports himself, regardless of what he did when he was younger, he doesn't have anything that's racist about him. So, that speaks volumes about the type of person he is. That's why people love him as well. You know, because he doesn't limit to who he likes. He's a fan of Manny Pacquiao. You know, he just considers him an exciting fighter because he is. He don't see no
Listen,
racist because
Let's put it this way,
Mayweather's
caller. Do you think Mike Tyson is a coon because he celebrated Tyson Fury's victory?
Do I think he's a coon? No. I mean, you could like whatever fighter you want to like, man.
Okay, but you don't think white people?
You don't. He's just an unbiased boxing fan that leaves race out of it.
But you don't think white people can
get mad?
Caller.
Go ahead.
All right, so Mike Tyson is an unbiased fan. Hold on, caller. You think Mike Tyson is an unbiased fan? Do you think white people can be unbiased?
I think some can, yeah, but based on U.S. history, man, that's all.
All right, so you're saying not. You're saying no, basically.
Give us a reason. We have a reason to not be. We have a reason to be biased.
Right. Caller, go think about this question.
Obviously, found benefits in being
caller,
serious.
you're confused.
You have a reason. You have a reason to back your people, and I don't blame you for that. I mean, that's a good thing that you're sticking together. But you ain't got a reason to be fucking ignorant. Nothing's give you a reason to be ignorant in the sport. In this sport of boxing, take that politics shit away from the sport. Let's just all get along and watch boxing and enjoy the sport. But you guys are making it fucking toxic. Stop talking about stuff that's not there. I mean, you make up these conspiracies about Fury. I mean, even Steve Kim said, "I'm surprised." They're talking about a third glove from the grassy knoll. That's how ridiculous you guys are starting to sound. So, look, that's my point. No one's getting at you for backing your guys. Fair play to you for that. There's no reason to be ignorant.
Go to a post-fight video and tell me how many times you see people saying LDBC, your black king lost, and saying your black guy got beat up on Black History Month. Do a tally.
Why do you think that happened?
You see that shit in the comments.
Yeah,
because he claimed the crown, and he's the one that claimed that crown, and then when he lost it, he's got to take the stick, isn't he? I mean, like I said, who was it said the other day? I mean, his palace there's caravans in his palace. The travellers, the gypsies are hanging their clothes up off the fucking architecture of Wildest Palace. Do you know what I mean? Look, he's no longer the king. His reign is over until he puts it right. Simple. He's the one that claimed that crown. No one told him to be the king of Wakanda, did they?
But you don't understand. It's different over here. If you black in the UK, most of them over there are. Let's say you're a British black guy. You're not gonna say You're not gonna say I'm black over there. You're gonna say I'm British.
Hey, listen, trust me. Honestly, I live in the UK. Listen.
In this country, everyone, even if you're American, you're still divided by race. So it's a big difference, man.
Look, I understand that. But listen, I understand that, caller. But I live in the UK, and I can assure you, black British people call themselves black. They do. They go, "I'm a black guy."
Exactly.
This is the thing a lot in America. I mean, there's a lot of guys in America think that you can't be a black guy if you're not from America, which is nonsense.
African American on the job application. I don't know if that happens over there in the UK.
Yeah, Caribbean black, British black, whatever. Yeah, African black. Yeah, of course we have all that as well. We have all sorts of races on our forms. So you're not the only ones dealing with. Look, just get over all that stuff. It's nonsense.
How can we get out of it when it was pushed on us? We didn't create this shit. That's my whole point here.
But what has this got to do with Devin Haney talking shit?
And then get mad when we run with it.
Why do you bring all this?
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm not getting mad at you. I'm getting mad at Devin Haney for talking nonsense. You're getting mad at me for getting mad.
No. You're getting mad. He said he would never lose to a white boy. He ain't say all white people fucking are retards. He didn't say anything like that. He just said he'd never lose to a white boy. Now whatever you choose to assume after he said that, that's on you.
Right. So let me tell you something now. If Lomachenko just turned around and said, "No brother's beating me ever," what would you say?
I'll say, hey, you better back it up because you're going to look bad if it don't happen.
That's right. That's what we're saying to Haney.
That's what we're saying.
You better back it up.
Monkey shirt,
go ahead, Butcher.
A monkey shirt on you and point at it and call it Adonis Stevenson, then I'll call you racist. Kind of like Kovalev.
No, he does look like a monkey. He does look like
maybe Kovalev is a racist. Maybe he is, but look.
Yeah, but you know,
Kovalev right now.
You know,
just said it,
Adonis Stevenson, he's like 5'9", and his arms are like extremely long. That could have been a reason he called him a monkey. His arms are extremely long.
Like, listen, Kovalev is not from Russia. Sorry, Kovalev is from Russia, not the United States. In the United States, there was this association between blacks and monkeys, but outside the United States, it's not the same thing, right? Like in Russia, they don't associate monkeys with black people. That's only in the United States. That's the thing.
Doesn't Kovalev fight in the United States most
Yes,
of the
but
time, though?
he trains in the U.S.
to figure that shit out?
Well, not really. He's not really into racism, probably like you guys. That's the thing. He's not looking into it the same way some people are.
Maybe it's just, listen, he's come from Eastern Europe. Maybe him making sort of statements like that, maybe it just comes, and he probably didn't think it was ignorant, but over in the Western countries where it's snowflake paradise, everyone gets offended by everything. People are going to get offended by stuff like that. And, he shouldn't have done it. Of course he shouldn't have. It's a stupid thing to do.
He apologized.
We're talking about Devin Haney tonight. We're talking about Devin Haney. When did Sergey Kovalev ever say that no black guy's going to ever beat him? He never said that, and that's what we're talking about tonight. So let's, instead of trying to bring out all these white racists that you can think of, how about talking about Devin Haney's behaviour? Let's start there, yeah?
Oh, I have, and I told you the main point. I'm not mad at it is because black people didn't start this race superiority shit.
No, in the boxing they did. In the boxing, I've been around long enough. Yeah, I think they did.
I see it as retaliation, if anything.
This is boxing, by the way. This isn't all right. This isn't sort of racial war. We're talking boxing here. We don't want to hear that shit. That's basically what we're saying. We don't want to hear all of that. You want to talk about a race war and oppression and slavery?
Listen,
don't bring it.
The people that talk about race wars and civil wars are usually people that got nothing to lose, got nothing going in life, and that's how it is, bro. Because anyone that's got anything going for them, a family, a job, a nice home to run, no one's thinking of civil war, race wars. It's only the dumb, the low IQ, and the people that got fuck all to their name. And please, I'm not saying you're one of those guys, but you're starting to sound like one, brother.
All right, listen.
Look, well, tell me this. It's like, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Is it wrong when Mexican fans always root for Mexican fighters?
No,
it's different with Mexico. Mexican is a nationality.
Yeah.
Now, American is a nationality itself, but it's broken up. It's like we're
in your mind. United. In your mind,
call us the United States.
Maybe the last time a Mexican fighter made a racist comment about black and white people. Just name it. I don't want to hear no story. I don't want you to start bringing up all these Mexican racists that you know. I want you to answer that question. When was the last time a Mexican fighter said to racist?
It ain't about saying racist comment. It's about being proud of who you are. You're trying to.
But there's a difference. There's a difference between being proud of who you are and being ignorant racist, a bigot, and a racist. And Devin Haney's comment was more of a bigoted, racist response, like he's superior to everyone that's white, which he ain't, because I can think of 3 or 4 white boys that would fucking sleep him right now. Simple.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay, but it's okay for you to want to see him suffer from that. You're going to get some kind of pride off of that shit too.
No, I'm not. Because I'm actually disappointed in Devin Haney because I wanted to get behind the kid. Go back and listen to the shows when I was praising him for the way he was conducting himself, and then all of a sudden these LDBC clowns get hold of him, and he becomes he becomes a scutter overnight. So I want to see him get knocked out now. I want to see Devin Haney get knocked the fuck out. Yes, I do.
Let's move on. Caller.
That was really the whole point he did that, because he want y'all to hate him rather than love him, because he know y'all wasn't gonna love him in the first place.
Sure. All right, 719. Thank you for calling in. All right, you have a good day.
All right.
We got another phone call. 773. You're on the air. 773.
I can't believe you guys gave that guy the time of the day. He should have hung up after 2 minutes, because he's obviously talking bullshit.
We like to give it, bro. We like to everyone have. Well, anyone can have their say on this.
Yeah.
We're happy to hear it. It's just look, it is what it is.
Yeah. When it
look at Sean Porter. Hold
on.
A lot of people.
Gonzalo, let the caller say something, and then you can jump in. Go ahead.
He said, "Hello."
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so the comment itself was obvious. He was acting like he was superior to all white fighters. That's the definition of racism. Believing you're superior to another race.
Exactly,
You're saying
brother.
it in a way
Exactly.
that white fighters are inferior to him. I'll never lose to a white boy. On top of that, not white fighters, white boy. So in a derogatory way, he was disparaging white men. So it's just obvious as hell. And everyone say, "Well, you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Look at what you got. Everyone talking about him." It's like, oh, okay. I guess it's okay then, because he got people talking. It's all good. It's just ridiculous, man. The boxing. This is why I don't like the boxing game. It's full of dirtbag individuals. It's for the low-class people. That's why you go to a boxing gym. It's full of dirt poor, low-class individuals. Go to any boxing gym in the world. It's usually Hispanics and black people, low income, poverty, low class, low IQ. And Devin Haney is just a shining example of that. But what are you going to do, man? This is the nature of the sport. Not a lot of high-class people in the sport. A lot of low-class, low IQ people in the sport. But
there's a lot of high class too. Also, there's a lot of high class. That's why it's called prize fighting.
Go ahead.
They are.
Do you
there
think
are.
Devin...
I think in the UK there's an exception. I think the people like there's in the UK there's an exception because they take it more as sport over there. Where here in the States it's usually a way to get out of poverty. It's more of like this is it. This is all I got. Boxing. If I don't succeed in boxing, I'll probably end up in jail or dead. But I think in the UK it's more of they take it as a sport. It's like one of their national sports, like soccer, boxing. That's like
but the thing is, bro, what it is, right? We follow our warriors. We don't when we get a warrior from the UK, we don't look at his skin colour, his background, where he's from. As long as he's a proud Brit, he's carrying the Union Jack and he's fighting for the country, we get behind him because we respect our warriors over there. That's why even American fighters that come over, black American fighters that come to the UK, get all the love in the world. Deontay Wilder gets more love in the UK than he ever did in America.
That's true.
So let's look. This is what I'm saying. When these fucking clowns come on here telling us about how we think and what, he hasn't got a clue.
Yeah, caller.
Yeah, but the fans.
Is that caller? What did that caller say? They bring up.
Hold on, caller. Can't answer your question.
They're bringing up. We didn't bring it. This is retaliation.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think you can.
This is the mindset. This is the mindset you're dealing with.
I don't think the caller can hear me.
It's like, how do you reason with someone like that when they got a chip on their shoulder? They're talking about retaliation. There's nothing you could do. It's just you're starting off at a negative. It's like
wasn't Sugar Ray Leonard a darling for the media, and wasn't he like really popular in his heyday, and still is like beloved by many Americans?
Listen,
white Americans
have been getting behind black American fighters for fucking decades. I mean, let's be real. Holyfield, Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, all them sort of guys, Tommy Hearns. There's massive names. White people love them sort of guys. Look, Jimmy, a white guy from Boston, his favourite fighter, Marvin Hagler. My favourite fighter probably is Marvin Hagler, believe it or not. If I go back over the years, especially all round, I mean, it's probably Marvin Hagler. So, yeah, look, it's a load of nonsense. A lot of these, it's fake news with a lot of these fucking clowns bringing up this race. So you just want to see the brother get knocked the fuck out. No, I don't. I want to see a piece of shit get knocked the fuck out. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I brought up Mike Tyson too, because
you guys remember what Mike Tyson said about when he went on that famous rant about I'm the real man, you white pussy, this and that. I mean, even someone like that can say some shit like that, the most racist, ridiculous shit in the world, and he's still a beloved icon. A dude went to jail for rape, and he's still loved by white America. He got white kids with a poster on the wall. They look up
white people turned a blind eye to what Tyson. It was only the fucking savage media that tried to get at Tyson. No one else did. I mean, white people turned a blind eye to his behaviour because let's be real, his behaviour was unacceptable at times. He acted like an animal. Let's be real, he did. But people just turned a blind eye because it was Mike. Mike was the man; he could do what he wanted, and that was the attitude. So a lot of these, like I said, fake news. A lot of the shit they're coming out with all this. The white man never liked the brother. Get out of here, man. We've been watching your fighters and respecting them for years. You guys are just chatting, and you're actually ruining the careers of young African American fighters because it's not going to help them by coming out with statements like this. Because Devin Haney has probably lost a lot of fans in the UK because that's something over here we don't like, and we turn off that shit straight away. And I think Devin Haney's, we don't like.
I don't know
stuff.
if that's the case, man. I don't know. I think I don't think he's going to hurt from this. I don't think Eddie Hearn's going to do dick about it. All he cares about how much money he's going to make off him. I think it's business as usual. Look at what that Gervonta Davis thing, what happened. He got arrested. Even Shakur Stevenson, remember he got caught on film beating someone up? These type of things, there's no penalty in the American boxing system. They don't give a shit. Athletes in America can get away with murder. They're like, they're right up there with politicians and stardom, and they can get away with murder. Nothing ever happens. So I don't think he's going to take too much of a hit from this. He's going to go on business as usual.
All right.
If you're going to make
Stu, Apology wants to ask a question. It's been a while now. Apology, go ahead.
Go ahead, Apology. Sorry, bro. I can't really hear him. Man.
Yeah, me neither. Go ahead, Apology.
Hold on. I'll drop off and come back.
Yeah, I can't even hear him, man.
All right. Well, what do we do? He's here. Go ahead, Apology.
Hello? Is this better or worse?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Ask a question.
Oh, yeah. This is a question for the caller and everyone else. Do you think it was genuine from Haney? Or do you think he's doing like the Wilder thing, trying to create controversy and get the black people on the side? Because I don't know, man. He doesn't look like that type of guy, that thuggish type of guy. And you see the reaction of his father, you look disappointed. So I don't think it's genuine for him. So what do you guys think?
Caller, do you think this is actually what Devin Haney thinks, or is just promotion that he's trying to get some promotion out there?
No. I think this is what he really thinks. I think because right off the bat, what he's saying on Twitter, I'm not a racist and this and that. No, I think this is what he really meant. But it's funny that people are saying that. People are saying, oh, he didn't do nothing wrong. He just believed in himself. He just, can't a black man be confident in himself and this and that? If he would have said, I'm not going to lose to anybody, there's nobody on earth that could beat me, this and that. But he had to single out white fighters. And that's when he crossed the line.
Caller, he wouldn't have got enough fans from the Pacific era.
Nobody on earth, green, blue, black, white, whatever, then it wouldn't have been an issue. It wouldn't have been an issue at all, but he singled out white fighters, and some people, they're so brain dead, so low IQ, they cannot see the faults in that. So,
but caller, do you think that was the point?
And Devin Haney, one more thing before I hang up.
You can't even hear me. You can't even hear me.
When you get that, man, that history of the monkey, look at Devin Haney's face. Look at his fucking face, his nose. If that's not a monkey, I never seen one. That's a fucking monkey right there. His fucking ugly ass nose. He's a chimp. That motherfucker's a chimp.
All right. Caller, thanks for a phone call, all right? We're going to move on. Oh, shit. I hung up on somebody else. Hold on.
Yeah.
I hung up on somebody. I don't know who he was. But call back again, all right? Whoever I hung up by mistake. Because I pressed the fucking button. So we're going to take another phone call. 337, you're on the air. 337.
Yo, what's up? It's Dead Game Boxing.
What's up, Dead Game?
Oh, man, intriguing topic. Topic.
Your thoughts?
Devin Haney, my thoughts, I'd have to go back and look at it, but if I'd have to, I think it's more of him taking shots at Lomachenko, trying to call Lomachenko out on the slick, trying to get to Lomachenko in some kind of mental way. I mean, what he said is not true. I mean, anybody can get whipped on any given day, but it's just him taking shots. I don't think he's a bad kid. I think he's a good kid. And
this is what came out. That's what disappoints me, Dead Game. That's what disappoints me, bro. That's what disappoints me, Dead Game, because deep down I know he's a good kid. He's been brainwashed to play the fucking race card and thinking it's gonna do good for his career, and it's not. But go ahead, Dead Game.
Yeah, I mean, the dude is very talented. He's young. He's still finding himself. Really, he don't know who he is right now at the moment. He's a young man. We just have to see him progress and grow and see what type of person he becomes. I think he's a great fighter. And I don't.
But wouldn't it be too early to classify him as a great fighter? Dead game. I think he's writing checks that his ass can't catch. That's the problem. You got to walk the walk and talk the talk. And he's talking the talk before he walks the walk. He's largely unproven. What great wins does he have? He was given a belt. Now he's calling himself a 2-time world champion. Come on.
Listen, man.
He's not calling himself a 2-time world champion.
Let Dead Game.
He's saying that he's gonna be 2-time. He's already saying
Dead
2
Game.
times.
Right. I want to hear Dead Game. Dead Game. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is we can't say that the guy is not a talent. I mean, I think he's very talented. I think in his division, he can beat. He can be beat, but I think he can beat anyone in his division. I think we're looking to find something more than what it is. It's almost similar to this. I've seen a Mike Tyson hot boxing when he had Holyfield on, and Holyfield said pretty much the same thing. He gave a scenario of he wouldn't let a white guy beat him when he was in the Junior Olympics, and the white guy ended up beating him, maybe even twice. And it was a story of just, as black folks, as black people, sometimes we think, we're the best at what we do. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that,
No, absolutely not.
I think
Look, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being, like I said, proud of who you are and backing your own guys. No one's saying that. I'm not here to get at people that are backing a black fighter, because I know a lot of white people do that too. It's no problem to me. It's the way Devin Haney went about it. It just left a bad taste in my mouth, and it just doesn't make sense to me, because this guy's beat nobody, not one credible win on his resume. Yet he's talking about that he's never going to let a white boy fight him. This guy can't beat Lomachenko. Never in a million years can he beat Lomachenko. So I don't get that one. Luke Campbell, I'm picking Campbell to win that one until Devin Haney proves otherwise. I thought Haney was rubbish in his last fight. Let's just say that. And then if he moves up, I mean, you've got a lot of European monsters in that 140 division. Can you see Devin Haney like with Baranchik, Postol, Josh Taylor, these sort of fucking guys? So he needs to be very careful what he says, because he could be a meme very quickly.
I would say Josh Taylor. And I say Josh Taylor would be the only one that I think could do the job. But I mean,
So you think Devin Haney can beat? You think Devin Haney can beat Vasily Lomachenko?
He said yes.
I think Vasily. I think he can. I definitely think he can. I think he can go either way.
Okay.
It's a 50-50 fight for me.
All right.
Yeah, I see that
based on what?
I see that being a one-sided beatdown.
Well, listen.
Exactly. Based on what?
Based on what?
Maybe size alone, but that's about it.
Youth? I mean, but it's not really enough.
Youth and size, yes.
Yeah. Well, listen. All right, but we're getting besides the point.
I think Devin Haney is better than Luke Campbell.
Okay.
Get out here, man.
Well, we don't know. All right, anyways.
He might just be that. He might just be better than Luke Campbell, but he hasn't proved it yet. I mean, that last fight he was in, he was terrible. I mean, Luke Campbell was in there with him that night. Luke Campbell would have schooled him. So it depends, like I said, Devin Haney's definitely a talent, but nowhere near as good as what Eddie Hearn and people like you are saying, Dead Game. Nowhere near.
Well, all I want to say is let's not reach into too much of what he said. I think he's a young man. He believes in himself. I think he's really calling out Vasily Lomachenko in that statement. It probably wasn't the best politically correct statement. I wouldn't have made it because it could mess with his money, or it could help his money. But, I don't think we should look too deep into it. It's just, a young man made a statement that he can beat any white boy.
All right. Good point, Dead Game. Good point.
Dead Game. Carl, quick question.
Well, no, we're going to move on. We got other callers, but Dead Game, thanks for calling in, all right?
All right.
Call back again if you want later. Take care. Okay, we got to take another phone call because we got to move through these phone calls. 832, you're on the air. 832. Go ahead.
Hello, Bucho. How do I sound?
Sound okay?
Hello?
Yep.
Oh yeah, man. I think I'm gonna disagree with Stu. I think Devin Haney. I think he's doing like. I think he's positioning himself to be the next Floyd Mayweather, where he wants hate watchers and then fans. And this is without a doubt a complete like hit on Lomachenko. I think he thinks that Lomachenko's gonna beat Teofimo, and he wants to be next up on Lomachenko's line. And another thing is that if Devin Haney does beat Lomachenko, the LDBC are going to crown him as new king. And I feel like they might get to his head. But if Devin Haney says no white boy can beat me, he beats Lomachenko, and let's just say he beats another like good white fighter, like let's just say what was the other, Josh Taylor, the LDBC are going to like crown him as their new king, and they're going to suck him up. That's my theory.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ifs there, bro. A lot of fucking ifs. I mean, I don't see him beating Lomachenko, and Josh Taylor. I don't even go there. Look, Devin Haney. He's a talent. He is a very talented kid. You can see that. But what has he done for anyone to be convinced that he beats Lomachenko and Taylor and people like that? I don't get it.
Yeah,
nothing.
Floyd Mayweather became pro in 1996, and he didn't really start making noise until maybe 2004, 2005.
Exactly.
La Hoya in 2007.
Shit. Yeah, Floyd actually, when Floyd started giving it the big one, he actually had signature wins on his resume, so he could back up his shit. What's fucking Haney done? Nothing.
That's true, but I think this comment does nothing but help him, especially now in today's media where, it kind of like against white people. I think they're gonna give him like a bunch of props. They're gonna call him a hero. This is a smart move on his side.
Yeah, I'm reading I'm reading this comment from Corruption. Corruption in Boxing says Haney made those provocative comments with Eddie Hearn's blessing, designed to provoke Loma and entice him into a fight. So he thinks that Eddie Hearn allowed this to happen, or maybe even
I don't think Eddie Hearn specifically, but like handlers around Eddie Hearn or Devin Haney's handlers allowed. To create controversy.
I don't get why Eddie Hearn would want that to happen. I mean, is Eddie Hearn become that corny and desperate that he has to bring race into it?
I don't think so. Not yet, but Beach,
not yet. Maybe by the end of the year. But
Eddie Hearn's a sneaky motherfucker, man. He's thinking about dollar
Yeah,
signs
he
in
is.
his mind. He already has Anthony Joshua, and he's looking at Devin Haney, and he's just like mouth watering, like, yeah. He thinks he's gonna have another Floyd Mayweather, and who knows? Like, he's still too early. I think Devin's getting a little frustrated. I think he wants a big fight now, and he's seeing a lot of his contemporaries. He's seeing a lot of people of his age range, like Teofimo and Ryan Garcia, getting big fights, and he's not getting anything. So I guess he's frustrated, and he's doing it in a strategic manner because Devin Haney, like, and I'm not for it, but he's a smart guy.
Yeah. The only thing is, when you look at Hearn's camp, though, when you look who he's got, the fighters, Devin Haney's the only one that's come out with stuff like this. So I'm not sure if Eddie Hearn would go that far. I know, like I said, I wouldn't trust Hearn, and this guy would sell his grandmother for the right price, but I still don't know. I'm not sure if he'd go that low. Even though Eddie Hearn goes low, I'm not sure he would go that low. And I've not seen any evidence from any of his other fighters to convince me that this was said by Eddie Hearn to do it. It's definitely a Devin Haney camp decision.
Go ahead, caller.
There's certain people that will. Okay.
Yeah, let the caller just say something, and then we move on. Go ahead, caller. One last comment.
Oh yeah, this is my last thing. I think it's different markets, though. I think the British market, they're more into, like, the pretty boy, gentleman, superhero type guys, like, let's just say, like Anthony Joshua, or they like more. And then in America, we like the brash, the villains, the heels, the ass talkers, like Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson in some of those areas. So it's different markets, and I think the promoters know that. I think Eddie Hearn definitely knows that there's two different markets. That the British market, they care more about politeness. In America, they care more about brash talking. It's two different markets. But yeah, good show, guys. I'll leave you guys be.
All right, thanks for the phone call. Take care. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Yeah, okay. Some people might be into the brashness and the shit talking, but when that guy loses, don't go crying me a river. When you said this guy was like gonna be an all-time great and whatnot, similar to like Deontay Wilder. Place your feet on the fucking ground, and I'm not saying this to the caller, but I'm just saying I'm speaking out in general. Place your feet on the ground. Some of you boxing fans, get your shit together and just make more calculated
Preach.
predictions
Preach.
when you're talking about what you think you know about boxing and which fighters are the best in the sport. Because
Yeah, and like,
there's things that we, as any sport, that you should know about the players or the competitors, just like any other sport. Why does it have to change in boxing where your emotions take over and you start making predictions and saying things that are not level headed? That's my thing with some people.
the thing, yeah, I think with the Floyd thing though, I think Devin Haney's got it horribly wrong if he thinks he's going to repeat what Floyd Mayweather did. When it comes to, I mean, let's be real, most of the people tuned in to watch Floyd get knocked the fuck out because we just had enough of his arrogance. But Floyd did it in a smart way, if you get what I'm saying. Floyd was arrogant by flashing the cash and doing stuff like and talking nonsense. But I can't remember when Floyd really brought too much race into stuff. Maybe he did it now and then, but it just didn't. It didn't come across as corny as what Devin Haney did the other night. You know, at least Floyd had some signature wins. Like I said, Floyd had already made his money. Floyd was number one pound for pound in the world class. And what's Devin Haney? I mean, is he even number one in his division? So there was just complete. And look, you're not going to get away with it anymore. Like Floyd was the last of that era of making big dough by picking and choosing his opponents and stuff like that. It's not going to work anymore. You're not going to become Floyd Mayweather. There's only one Floyd Mayweather. He got away with it. Fair play to him, but you're not going to get away with it, Devin Haney. That's the difference.
Yeah, he was all right in that regard. He wasn't like really racist against anybody. But we can't forget, okay, yeah, Floyd got away with it. A couple of things in his boxing skills. He had a good chin. He seldomly got hit though, which was a good thing. But he was also a very negative fighter to where he didn't engage, so he didn't risk as much going to like toe to toe with the other fighters in these shootouts. You know, he basically landed a shot here and there and stole the rounds based on his defensive prowess. But yeah, that's a lot of reasons why he was able to succeed and win, you know. Plus, he had a good, decent chin.
All right, guys, we have another phone call. Let's take it right now. 510, you're on the air, 510.
Yeah, this is Ross Clyde 222, representing the MOBC, my own boxing community, and I will never lose a debate to a white boy.
Oh,
we know. All right, give us your thoughts. Come on.
Come on, Ross.
Okay, let me just say this real quick, man. First of all, what he said was really irresponsible and it was really immature. Not only that, it was on the wrong platform. Of all the platforms, you had to say a comment like that. And no one is talking about the platform that he spoke it on. And it just makes it worse. It also makes it worse when you bring race into boxing. There's no purple, blue, red, black, or green in boxing. I don't care what color skin you are. If you're a good fighter, you're a good fighter. Some of the best fighters in the world were white. Some of the best fighters in the world was Latino. We one of the best, I believe, bantamweight or featherweights, I believe, was an Aborigine from Australia. It doesn't matter what race you are. Another thing about this whole situation, when you make a comment like that, you also bring out other racist white people to reply to an ignorant comment like that. So in all aspects, what he said was wrong, and I totally disagree with him. And as far as comparing it to Bernard Hopkins, at least with Bernard Hopkins, he was saying it trying to promote a fight. This guy, there isn't even a fight in motion between him and Lomachenko. The only fight that's in motion is between Lomachenko and Teofimo. The talks of Haney and Lomo is far off, and I just totally disagree with everything that Haney said.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Ross Clark, Bernard Hopkins reigned a division for 10 years when he made that comment. He was an all-time great, a Hall of Famer. Devin Haney has got 2 email titles. 2 email titles. That's all he's got. That's all he's got to bring to the table. What fucking right has this got to even talk a good game? And this is what a lot of these guys should keep their mouth shut, really, until they're actually proving themselves.
If you want to be gracious, you could also say that he was, aside from being battle tested, he had taken many punches to the head, and he was already an old guy. If you want to be gracious, But this guy's a kid
Right.
that's really untested.
Good point. Anything else, Rasclot?
Right. And then at the can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And then at the end of the day, everyone, and I like Haney. Okay, I like Haney, but every crazy Haney fan always brings up the thought of him fighting Loma. And let's just be real, y'all. The chat room could agree with me. You guys could. They're never gonna fight, guys. Okay, they're never gonna fight. I don't care what you guys say. Lomachenko, Haney are never gonna fight. So to even
All them
think
guys
about
are trolling him,
throwing Loma
Rascalot.
to a white
Wasn't
guy-
Gervonta Davis doing the same thing? Or maybe Teofimo is the one that's really stepping up.
Well, yeah.
I mean, but at the end of the day, are these guys really going to fight Lomachenko? Listen, Lomachenko's 31, 32 years old. These guys are.
They're gonna try to get him in a year or two from now, Rascalot, when he's really like past his prime.
Look, Devin Haney would struggle with Teofimo Lopez. I mean, Campbell would be a very hard fight for him. You've got Tank Davis would be a very tough fight for him.
Ryan Garcia, they split 6 fights, I think 3-3.
Ryan Garcia is an incredibly tough fight for him. So look, Devin Haney's got his work cut out, even getting to the top of the ladder. So he wants to he wants to jump to the top, and he's not going to be able to reach to the top. He's going to fall short, if you get what I'm saying. So what he needs to do is get on the fucking ladder and take it one step at a time, and then we'll start talking this time next year about Lomachenko. But come on, man, nowhere near ready for that sort of boxing lesson. He could do to Devin Haney what he did to Nicholas Walters, send him into fucking exile somewhere.
Right. And also with Floyd Mayweather, at least Floyd Mayweather put in the work. At least we could say Floyd Mayweather was fighting guys that everyone knew of. Even though most of these guys was past their prime, at least the whole world knew who these guys were. We can the casual fan right now is not going to know anyone who Haney beat on his record.
No. Do you know, I can't even remember the name of the guy that he fought on the KSI card. I can't remember because I don't want to remember. It was irrelevant to me. It was a terrible,
it was a
useless
performance.
fight. It was a useless fight. I didn't even barely watch it, I don't think. I was fucking in and out of watching that. So look, this is where we are with Devin Haney. This guy not proved anything yet. Maybe he might go on to be another Floyd Mayweather. Who knows? I'm not
exactly.
clairvoyant. but right now, I don't see it.
Yeah, we can't talk shit about the guy neither, right? Because he might be that good later on, but we don't know yet. Yeah, go ahead.
But in order to be like Floyd, you have to put in the work. At least Floyd, in the lighter weight classes, he beat Diego Corrales. Controversial wins with
Castillo.
The Latin dude. I forgot his name. The one who beat him.
Castillo.
Jose Luis Castillo, El Temible.
Yeah, Castillo. At least he fought guys that people knew of. Like, no one knows who the guys are Haney is fighting. I mean, he's not even fighting any journeyman right now. So for him to try to even be like Floyd, he got a long way to go. And you got to put in work. And if you want to do that, you got to fight the Ryan Garcias. You got to fight the Campbells. You got to fight the Teofimos. In order to, you can't just let Lomachenko beat everybody for you, and then you fight Lomachenko when he's 63.
Good point.
Down in those weight classes, Mayweather had power at 130, 135. But, Haney doesn't seem to be that big of a puncher. So imagine him moving up, how hard he would punch.
He's only a big puncher when you have a punch straight in front of him, just standing there, and he launches a big right hand. That's not really power. That's just hitting the punch.
Or like the guy that he called 2 fights ago, Apology, he had a short training camp. He called him in, and this guy had been training on the snack program. Imagine that. On short notice, called the guy.
All right. Russell, anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say, one of my friends, I can tell you, this is a true fact. One of my friends trained at the same gym when Amir Khan was getting prepared for, I think it was, I forgot who he's preparing for. But anyway, I could honestly say it is a fact. Everyone in that gym that I know told me Haney was really beating Khan's ass in the ring. Like he held no punches to the point where Amir Khan had to step it up like it was a real fight just to get his licks in. That's how serious Haney was in terms of sparring.
Yeah, but means absolutely nothing to me.
Exactly.
Means nothing to me whatsoever. Amir Khan gets pieced up every time he gets in a boxing ring.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, thanks for having me on. The chat room is still a bunch of faggots. Peace.
All right, take care, man.
There you go. Russ Clock not holding any fucking.
All right, we got another call. 773. You're on the air. 773.
Go ahead,
The people bending over backwards to defend Haney, it's just getting ridiculous. Oh, he's just doing it for promotion. Like, that makes it okay. Oh, as long as he's doing it for promotion, no big deal. He didn't say nothing racist. That was just confident in himself. I seen someone who's Sam Jones, that dork on Twitter, Sam Jones. Oh no, you guys are. It's just outrage. You're just doing the outrage thing. It's crazy. Pull up a picture of a monkey and Devin Haney. You look at long lost brothers, man. Look at Devin Haney's nose.
What does that have to do with? Okay, all right. Caller, we're gonna move on, man.
Look, you can't come on here claiming Devin Haney's racist and then follow it by saying some racist fucking comment. You know,
it's like
we've got to keep it real.
Hold on. Yeah.
Come on, boy. Like I said, look, we've got to keep it real here. Apologies on our panel. He's a black guy, you know. You do know apologies are black guy, and you're sitting here saying that stuff. So I can't sit here like that.
I think he was really bothered by the comments.
Talk about keep it boxing.
I don't really mind per se, but caller, this is exactly what Haney wants you to do.
Exactly.
Say, look at all those racists.
Yeah, this is what he wants.
My message is true. I'm going to continue to be kind.
Yeah, good call, Stu. Good call. Yeah, apologies, the man.
All right, we got another.
Like I said, we're not about that. That's what I mean. People think that this is a fucking white supremacist channel. No, it's not. If you come here to get fucking the Confederate flag put up on the channel and stuff like that, you're in the wrong fucking place. Look, it's about boxing, and we're not gonna, we can't sit there and moan about Devin Haney being a fucking bigot and then respond with callers, saying stuff like that. I mean, look, let's just keep it boxing, innit? That's what Butcho wants, isn't it, Butch?
Absolutely. This is what the people want. 203, you're on the air. 203. Hello. 203, going once. What's up?
No, I was calling, making a comment about Devin Haney and Tank. They were saying what Devin Haney beat Tank. Was they saying something like that?
I don't know who said that.
Hello?
Yeah. He's talking about Devin Haney and Tank?
Huh?
I hadn't heard that one, but I wouldn't doubt it. He's just calling everybody out.
Oh, no, that's what I called to make a comment. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Him and Garcia, none of them is ready for Tank. They they could dish it out, but they can't. None of them never been hit before. They ain't, they chin. You got to be able to take it as well as you can give it. Tank been proved he can take a punch. Them boys can't. They ain't ready for him. He too far advanced for them right now. They got a little more work to do, I think. Garcia, they moving him too fast. Devin Haney, he's getting overconfident. They're gonna get knocked the fuck out messing with Tank. They need to fight each other first before they even think about
which punchers has Tank faced?
Huh?
Cuellar, the Argentinian guy?
Say it again.
Which punchers has he really faced? Tank Davis. What, Pedraza? That was a good win, but he's faced a lot of guys that he was bringing 1 or 2 weight classes up to face him. But anyhow, we're talking about Haney. I just see Tank Davis being largely unproven as well. He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
But
Tank definitely ready. They ain't ready for Tank. They got a ways to go, man. They got work to do. They got a lot of work to do before they couldn't stand it. They wouldn't stand a chance with Tank. They're standing a chance. They're gonna get beat.
Caller, do you think Tank will be too small for them?
Just like Wilder. I know Wilder. He's not a champ. I don't know who the 40 people he was fighting. It wasn't nobody. I know what's the name was gonna beat Wilder all the time because his legs. He don't got it. He got one thing going, that was the punch, and everybody upset talking about the guy cheated. That's a fight, man. He didn't get cheated. He got his ass whooped. And just like with they keep talking about Crawford and Errol Spence. Crawford ain't got no chin. He couldn't take that power. If Errol hit him one time, it's over. Errol, he could. First of all, before he think about fighting Errol, he would have to take a shot at Sean, Ugas, or even Cal Brook, Sean, and if you could get past with them, two of them, yeah, I'll fight you. I wouldn't fight him either not unless he proved himself. He ain't proved himself. He ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crawford ain't fought nobody. Let him fight Cal Brook. I don't think he can get past Cal Brook, tell you the truth. Or
I don't
Ugas,
either.
or what's the other kid name? Sean Porter. Them three. You get past them three, and get past them three, I'll give you a shot. I wouldn't give him no shot at my title for what? He ain't earned it. Earl earned that title. He got a 10. He could take a punch, and he can get in there and mix it up. And you know what I'm saying? Crawford, he ain't fought nobody. What you think?
I think he's not a one punch knock you out type of guy. He does hit hard with both hands, especially to the body. And I think if he really had like a faith in his chin, he would have gone out there to knock out Mikey Garcia. But he was very hesitant in the first rounds at the beginning of that fight. He also he's been shook before. I don't think it was Bundu, but it was some other guy. He's got a good chin. Yeah, he's a good fighter, but Crawford brings a lot of things to the table. He's very versatile. He switch hits. He's got long arms comparable to a middleweight. Although he's 5'8", his arm reach is like 78 or 80 inches, his wingspan. So can he take a shot? He's got off the canvas. He scraped himself off the canvas against what's this guy? I forget his name.
Talking about.
Yeah, the guy that he faced, the Meat Machine. So we can't really say he's got a glass chin either. But yeah, he's a good fighter. That's a good fight.
Gamboa had him hurt. You know what I'm saying? He can't stand. If Errol get on, Errol gonna walk him down, and he put that power on him. It's gonna be over. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good. He ain't gonna beat him. He's definitely not gonna beat him. And another thing is with him and what's his name?
It's like. I would just like to say something, okay, maybe Gamboa had him hurt, but how many fighters, like before we were speaking about Juan Manuel Marquez, have hit the canvas and got up? I think Marquez has been on the canvas at least 7 or 8 times. Salido, Oscar De La Hoya, many fighters can hit the canvas, and even Muhammad Ali went down 4 or 5 times in his career, I believe 4, and he always got up, and later when he faced actual real punchers, he was able to take his shots. So we can't really write Crawford off and say, oh, just because he got put on Queer Street and he had wobbly legs against Gamboa, a guy that's fast, and sometimes the punches that you don't see coming are the ones that hurt you. We can't really write him off and say he got a glass chin. Because look, like I said, Spence, he don't got that one punch knockout power that's just gonna fucking annihilate you. Fighters have gotten up or they've been stopped in the corner. By the referee or whatnot, but not a guy that's been
caller.
And another thing get me. Okay, he fought Garcia. He didn't knock him out. What fighter knock out everybody? Everybody don't get knocked out. It's about getting a W. You don't look. Floyd never knocked all these people out. Floyd beat people that he shouldn't have beat. It's all in your head, in your mind too. You got to fight with your hands, your mind, your feet, and all that. You got to put all that in motion. Most of these guys don't do that. But you don't get, everybody keep talking about knock because you didn't knock this one out and I knocked him out. That don't mean nothing. You got a chance, you got a lucky punch got in. You understand? So that don't mean shit. He beat.
That's what I thought about that fight, caller. I don't think that fight would end up in a knockout, but I do favor Crawford to outbox him.
No, Crawford gonna get stopped
That's
if he fight Earl. He gonna get stopped. Earl gonna stop him. Earl gonna stop him. I'm telling you. He gonna stop him. Crawford,
you're on the record.
He's good. He's good, man. He's good now, but he ain't good enough. He don't got what it takes. You know what I'm saying, to be no champ. I'm saying he don't got it, just like Wilder didn't have it. He don't got it when it comes to Earl. Earl gonna walk him down. Earl can take a licking, man. This boy can't take it. He's running, and Earl gonna walk him down. And when he hit him with that power, he ain't getting up. He ain't gonna get up from that. That boy couldn't hit. He ain't getting up from no Spence power, man. He can't do nothing with Spence, man. He ain't ready for that, man. He's a
all right,
talker.
caller. We're gonna have to move on, man.
Why would you?
We're gonna have to move on. We have another call, but thank you for calling in and
why
call
you
back.
Around? Okay, well, one more shot. Why he keep waiting around for Spence for? Prove yourself. Go fight some of them other guys, and then you might get the fight. Thank you for
I
taking
agree.
the time to talk to me, man.
I agree. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Yeah, stop waiting on one guy, man. All right.
I think Crawford should fight Kell Brook. But anyways, caller, thank you for calling in. Hold on, BDA. BDA, I'm trying to hang up on this. Yeah, go ahead. What do you want?
Sorry, because I wasn't sure if you could hear me. Hi guys, how you doing? Good to have you on board, man. I just came in to jump in real quick to give my comments about Devin Haney. Something interesting here. First of all, I'm not all that. I'm Mexican, so I could give a shit what he says about anybody else. And even if he would have said something about Mexico, I'm not gonna get insulted about it. I don't let my race, my nationality, whatever, define who I am. So I don't really mind his comments. Like you guys said, I think he was just caught up in the moment, and he did something that he thought that the people listening to the show were gonna like. Because like you guys said, even his father seemed a little embarrassed by what he probably gave him a talking to. Now, as to whether some people are theorizing that, oh, this is just a ploy to become hated, like Stu said, he better stay undefeated and he better keep winning and look a little bit more entertaining, because otherwise no one's going to pay pay-per-view fees just to watch a guy that dislike lose. And also the other thing is, now that people are saying that oh well, he wants to be antagonistic, okay, then you're not going to be able to in a couple of months complain, oh, again another black fighter getting hated, because they just admitted that he's doing it on purpose. So if people want to hate him, hey, he wants to be hated. So I don't want to hear anything from the LDBC or from anybody else saying, oh, Haney gets no credit, he gets no like. He just insulted a fan base and a large group of the fan base just to be antagonistic. So hey, he's burying himself in his own hole. And also, by the way, that's such a dumb strategy, man. Oh yeah, he's gonna be hated, so people are gonna watch him fight. That doesn't really. It worked with Mayweather once, and it wasn't just one factor that made. First of all, Mayweather wasn't doing 1 million pay-per-view buys all the time. Let's dispute that legend there, right? When he fought Ortiz, they said it was 1 million, but there was controversy there. It wasn't really 1 million. When he fought Guerrero, he didn't make 1 million. When he fought Maidana, he didn't make 1 million pay-per-view buys. So it's not like he was burning up the world by being hated. So I don't think it's a smart strategy to alienate a large segment of the boxing contingency. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah,
BDA,
that's a good point, BDA. Look at the two highest paid fighters in the world, Canelo and Joshua. They don't really come out with controversial shit. They don't talk shit. They don't have to talk nonsense and talk about race and stuff. I mean, I know Joshua's been accused of making a comment in someone's inbox, but he didn't come out and say it. It's a bit different than saying it on the LDBC, innit? So, look, this myth that you've got to be a piece of shit to get people on board, I just don't get it, and I agree with what you said.
But BDA, do you think that's the only strategy for someone like? Because everyone's talking. Well, not everyone. He's got attention.
Yeah. And let me are you there, Apology?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let me just get in here. I just want to address Hawker Mustang who had to top time out and some other guy. I made a comment about the Confederate flag, but it was just tongue-in-cheek messing about it. Look, you don't get me. No, you lot get... The thing with a lot of the Americans, they just don't get sarcasm, do they? They don't get it when people are speaking tongue-in-cheek and stuff. They just they just jump on their high horse and get all emotional. And Hawker Mustang probably upset because he thought this could be his haven, his little safe space for the white supremacists. When I said it wasn't, he's probably upset with me because I said that. Because let's be real, mate, he's fucking Dylan Roof Mark II, isn't he, that guy? But yeah, that's why I timed you out. But you can come back, but don't be talking shit about what I said, because it's basically tongue-in-cheek.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, when BDA was speaking, I was thinking about Adrian Broner, how this guy, he was sort of hated. He was a clown, first and foremost. And he alienated himself. And in the end, he's a miserable guy because there's something psychologically wrong with him. Okay, now, Devin Haney even called out Adrian Broner. This guy's all over the place. So what's the real deal with him? Is he just immature? Which I think he is, just because he's a young guy. I don't think he's a bad kid. But we're just going to have to pay attention where this goes. Because we saw it in Errol Spence. Once he started making like these remarks, it was followed up by more comments that I'm just making an example. We just have to see what else he says. Because he might be one of those guys that keep saying things that are stupid. So we're just going to have to keep tabs on him.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. And again, the comments weren't even that bad. But I mean, of course, some people are going to... I mean, there's a lot of boxing writers out there some of them that like I could name names, but anyway, the point is that they love to like when Billy Joe came out. Okay, his joke about beating women was a bad. First of all, it was a bad joke. The delivery was bad. The concept was bad. Everything about it. He does not have a good sense of humor, but he's just an idiot opening his mouth. And it's the same thing with Devin Haney. Now, I'm not justifying it. I'm not necessarily defending it. But what I'm saying is when you start taking the opinions of idiots seriously, and I'm not saying Haney, like you said, Gonzalo, it remains to be seen if Haney really is an idiot. I don't know if he is. I mean, look, he's not a guy that gets paid to speak. And I'm not saying he's not an eloquent fella. He gets paid to fight. So if every once in a while one of these guys say something stupid, I cut him a little bit more slack. That's my opinion.
Hey, yo, explain Johnny Boy using the N-word on your channel, bro. Since you want to say Devin Haney's a racist, explain that. What goes on your channel every day?
All right. H Money.
Explain what goes on your channel every day, bitch.
All right, hold on. Calm down.
Let me explain. Calm down. Let me. Which are you? Can you mute him?
I'm muting him.
I'm black. I support Johnny using the N-word.
Can you mute him while I talk, Butcher, please? Because
I tried to, man. He unmuted himself.
Okay, because that's what he does. He doesn't let anybody talk.
Yeah.
First of all, H Money claims that we let John. First of all, he keeps saying our co-host. I go, how's he our co-host? See how he makes things up? He doesn't want to debate. Second of all, I don't remember Johnny Boy ever saying the word to somebody. I think he mentioned it because he was quoting a movie or something, but I don't even know. So H Money, can you tell me which episode he said that on?
He's gone.
All right, well, there you go. Well, we attract all the wackos on this show. It's amazing. We attract all the wackos.
And Mr. BDA, when did you say that Devin Haney, what was he saying, that you called Devin Haney a racist?
Yeah, no,
did you say?
Butcher, he makes shit up, man. And then when I called him, he's a fake gangster, by the way, because he gets all his panties torn all in a bunch because of this. Then he claims to be a gangster, and he shows a clip of a 9mm on one of the streams. I'm thinking, man, stop faking the funk, man. You're not a real gangster, man. Come on. If you have a real gangster, wouldn't get upset over a word, and you know that for a fact. And by the way, what type of gangster is in the type of shape he's in? Have you ever seen his shape? He looks like E.T., man. He's skinny fat. That's the worst body type you could have. Okay, fat or skinny, pick one. But skinny fat, that is just disgusting. I'm not gonna have that. Not on this show. I won't allow that. I'm not going to allow that. I'm sorry. That's just one thing I'm not going to allow.
BDA, are you body shaming?
I am body shaming. Somebody has to.
That was painful.
Disgusting. I mean, listen, I'm not. Just, you know what? I know we're all stuck inside our homes right now. Gyms are closed. You can do some push-ups. You can do some, buy yourself one of those bars that you can put on your door frame. Do a couple pull-ups, some dips, and you'll be all right. But just eating Cheetos and cherry Pepsi, cherry Coke, you're going to get that type of body, man. You got to get out there. You got to make it happen. Yes, sir.
Can I address H Money's comment?
Yes, please. Yes.
Like, I don't think Johnny uses it in a derogatory way. He just uses it as, like, when you say hello or what's up. You know how they used to use it back in the 90s when it was more politically correct?
I don't even remember when he said it, though.
He says it in some episodes, but he doesn't say it to a person as a derogatory claim.
Apology.
He just says it like, what's up? Like, hello.
Listen, a tough gangsta wouldn't be hurt by words, all right? Words don't hurt a real gangsta. Let's just put it that way. All right, but we got a phone call here, 585. You're on the air, 585.
How you doing, Mr. Bucho? This is Vince.
What's up, Vince? Welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Here we go.
Yes, Mr. Bucho, I'm pretty disappointed in all of you guys. Yesterday I was on hold for about an hour, and I had a couple questions for Mr. Steve Kim. Why is he a triple L hero? And also, he looks like Jackie Kang. I just wanted to I had a couple more questions, and I'm disappointed in you guys for not letting me in the queue.
Well, we couldn't take phone calls yesterday.
You'll get over it. You'll get over it, Vinny. You'll get over it.
Just drink your Pepsi.
I mean, look. Steve Kim, he's look, Steve Kim's a big name. We're not going to bring Vinny on.
Yes.
to ask questions
Yes,
and
Mr.
make a
Stuart
mockery of
Little.
our show right now. Because you would have come on with, you'd have asked some nonsense.
Johnny Boy, I mean not Johnny Boy. Vinny has his own fan club, right? He's got his own community. So why do we? You don't need Steve Kim, Vinny. You got your own network.
Yes, Mr. BDA, I believe. I had a couple questions that the guys who messaged me on my Gmail. I had a couple questions for Mr. Steve Kim. You know, why certain guys aren't getting the fights, and I'm pretty upset about that. But I'll let this one slide, Mr. BDA.
Can I ask you a question, Vinny, please? What's your opinion on Devin Haney's comments about never letting a white boy beat him?
Yes, Mr. Stowe. First of all, I believe Devin Haney is a very exceptional talent. He is like a poster boy for the African American community, and you know, I really look up to the guy. And he's really young. It was probably a slip, so you know, he probably bit off a little bit more than he could chew. But I forgive him, and I hope he. You know, I know he wants Lomachenko, but I know Lomachenko's over there hiding. But it won't be for long because Eddie Hearn will force Mr. Lomachenko or Teofimo to fight him next.
All right, Vinny. Anything else?
Yes, Mr. Bucho. I just wanted to let all my fans know, you know, just keep messaging me. I'll keep responding. And also, Mr. I believe it's Mr. Bucho or Mr. BDA. I do not like the thumbnail on YouTube. That is not correct, Mr. Bucho. I do not like it. Hopefully, you guys to change it before it uploads on YouTube. Thank you very much. And
I'll tell you what,
have a
Vinny.
great day.
I'll tell you what. How about this? We'll pass it on to someone that gives a shit.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
How about this, Vinny? I'll tell BDA to change it if you donate to the channel.
Is he gone? All right, Vinny.
Vinny, you're only encouraging us now to stick more of these thumbnails.
So I would do that. Definitely would.
Well, donate to Cham to get the thumbnail
Mr.
changed.
Lomachenko needs to beat Teofimo, and then I'll donate $100. You guys heard it here first.
Right, so listen, that's live on air. You've just said that. So if Teofimo Lopez beats Lomachenko, Vinny Mac is going to pay the BDA $100. You heard it here. There's nowhere to run. Don't be coming if that happens, which I highly doubt. But if it does happen,
correct, Mr.
you better not go hiding, Vinny. You better be a man because Recognize will come looking for you. We'll send Recognize after you, and he'll find you. And Recognize is live now. You want to say anything? Recognize.
Yeah,
Recognize is there.
Mr.
No,
Recognize.
he's come up.
It's been a while. Mr. Stu, I said if Lomachenko beats Teofimo, then I will donate $100 to the chat room.
Well, that's
bullshit.
That's even better for us.
Even better.
That's even better for us. So yeah, I don't know why you would do that, but no, I'm not going to complain. But
All right,
yeah,
Vinny.
that's even better for us.
All right, Vinny. Enjoy the rest of your day and drink your Pepsis. And yep, call back again next time. Take care.
You guys have a great night.
All right. 929, you're on the air. 929.
What's happening, boys?
What up?
What's up? BDA, if you're listening, I need you to apologize to H20 for telling him that he has the body of a 98-year-old woman.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
What the fuck? He's cold-blooded, man. I just wanted to chime in on this Devin Haney's, statements. I do feel like he's speaking to a contingency of people of low information boxing fans, quote unquote, that see the business through race. They project their social, economic, struggles and project it through watching sports. which can be intertwined. Sports and politics. It's always been that way historically. But in this situation, this is nothing more than a cash grab. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Hearn was encouraging him to say those things, to get viewerships on the zone. But I don't see this fight happening anytime soon. I mean, we still haven't figured out when we're gonna have Teofimo versus Loma. And by the way, I looked up David Haney's record. I'm not really impressed with with his resume. I mean, he's still young. He's a prospect that got a belt that's probably 3D printed, in his home. So it was an interim. First, it was an interim title fight against a guy with 11 wins, and then the next one was for the regular title of 135 pounds versus a guy with 12 wins. I'm not impressed at all. It's like you playing a video game, a fighting game. I beat the first guy, and then all of a sudden I want to fight the boss. No, boy, you gotta wait your turn. Fight
Exactly.
to the ranks,
You can fight.
then you do your title shot.
Yeah, you can fight Shang Tsung without fighting Goro before, right? So you gotta get through Goro, and then you fight Shang Tsung.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else, Virtuoso?
No. I believe I said my piece. Thanks
Yep.
for taking my call.
Well said, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
All right. So we
Peace out,
have
guys.
more phone calls, and we have recognized. Oh, and I have to read. Hold on. I have to read a super chat from John Gonzalez. He says, "I guess my body type isn't allowed in this show." Yeah, because Mr. BDA said that H-Mon is, he has he's skinny with bitch tits basically, and
Yeah, a Cougar Cassius body.
so John Gonzalez feels targeted now. No, you're welcome on the show. All right, let's take another phone call. I don't know who got here first. I'm gonna take this one. 470. You're on the air. 470.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Just wanted to comment on, I guess whatever Devin Haney said. The thing about Devin Haney, just talking historically from, looking at boxing and sports in general, there's always been a myth pushed about different races being superior, whether it's, no black man can beat a white man, or no black man can, no white man can beat a black man, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the history, all races have every single race has beaten other races in the boxing ring, whether it's Asian, whether it's Latino, whether it's black, whether it's white. And he has to know this. He's participated in international amateur boxing. He's lost to a Russian before. So he knows this. So, I'm not sure why he said what he said. If he's just trying to get people riled up, then we just got to ask the question, is it cool to have, a world champion basically stirring racial tension, in the sport of boxing? But he has to know, that what he said is, and if he doesn't know that, if he genuinely believes that because of his, his race or whatever, that he's quote unquote superior and no white boy could beat him, that's going to be his downfall, because I believe there's another fighter who has the same belief, who recently lost, and that was Deontay Wilder. I don't need to train. I don't need to learn skills. I don't need to learn new skills. I'm this, I'm that. And then, he got, he got beat by a.
Do you know what, bro? Spot on. I was actually thinking of Deontay Wilder when you was talking. But then you went and mentioned him. Spot on. That this guy thought the same. No one could beat him. Didn't have to learn anything. Just had to turn up, land on their chin. Job done. Nah, it don't work like that. And I think Devin Haney, well, that sort of attitude, like I said, karma is always around in boxing. It always finds a way to get you back. And I got a feeling Devin Haney could be a meme in the future. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's like Bernard Hopkins
Right.
with everything you said and all. He said what he said. He ended up losing to Calzaghe, Kovalev, and Joe Smith Jr. His last fight, he lost to a white man. Joe Smith
Good
Jr.
point.
got knocked out of the ring.
Right.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the only way anybody could believe this is if they've never, you have to pretty much be fighting or boxing in isolation. Deontay Wilder, he's been knocked out by Russians in when he fought amateur. These guys, they know what the deal is. I just don't know why. I don't know. I guess maybe because he was on the LDBC line. But a lot of these boxers who travel internationally, they know that this is BS. You know, if you've been watching boxing for the last 20, 30 years, you know it's BS. We've had Asians beat black guys beat Asians, Latinos beat black fighters, white fighters beat. You know, it's all about who trains harder and who's got the most skill. That's what it comes down to. So
yeah, of course it is. And, like I said, and a lot of it's natural talent, like we've said before. You know, sometimes guys are just born with more fighting skills. They're just naturally more talented than the other guy. But look, genetics and postcodes will not win you world titles. I've always said that. It's a lot to win in a world title. It's a lot to be a world champion. It takes a special guy to be at the top of his game in the sport of boxing. So look, just being a white guy, black guy, whatever, is not enough, is it? I mean, you can't just turn it into a gym and say, well, what credentials have you got, mate? And I'm like, well, I'm black. Isn't that enough? No, it's not fucking enough. So, I mean, what planet are these guys living on? I mean, look.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I'm just baffled by the statement.
All right, we're going to move on. Thanks for calling in, all right? Call back again next time. Take care. All right, before we take the other phone calls, Recognize the Matrix is here, and Jimmy as well. Guys, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, man. Hey, sorry about that, Stu, earlier. I know you sicked me on Vinimac, and then my fucking phone just went out. I don't know what happened.
Hey, Bucho, like that, I had my alarm set for 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right. Then I go over and it's like, you sent me an hour ago. I'm like, God damn.
Oh, yesterday?
Jimmy, was you taking a nap?
No, because he said 5:30 last week. He was around that time, so that's what they said last night. Might have been BDA who said it. No big deal. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, look at this. I'm going to be not calling it late.
No. Yeah. It started. No, it's my fault because we started it an hour earlier. That's my fault.
I was taking a nap, man.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny, but I think that caller would. I mean, it's all right here. Listen, he was on the phone with fucking 78. The dude said he wanted to grab his pistol and shoot somebody because Lomachenko whooped Rigondeaux. This guy has a visceral hatred for Lomachenko, hates white people, and especially Lomachenko. So you call that guy. What do you know what I mean? It's like, listen, this kid's on social media all the time. He lives on Instagram, Twitter, nonstop. Because I follow him, so I see that all times of the night and day that kid's on Twitter. What do you think Twitter's all about right now? You got the lady, the head scientist for the HNS in the United States fighting the COVID virus is now under investigation, in-house investigation. It was all over Fox last night with Tucker Carlson for setting out shit like fucking the most blatant racist shit against white people. This is the head black scientist, an attractive black woman in her 30s. This is just, listen, they have sitcoms about shitting on white people. It's just, all they do is set up the white guys and make fun of them the whole time. This is how it is right now in society. I don't really even blame that kid so much because he's young, he's dumb, full of cum, the whole thing. But his father sitting there, and his father, you could see right when he said it initially, his father kind of like, whoop, his eyes were
Yeah, he noticed.
Yeah, right away. And then he kind of, right? But he didn't want to look like,
there's always a guy who's tougher than you, and he might look different. There's always.
Well, I don't even think it's that dude.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, getting beat. But I think what it is, he knew the shitstorm his kid was going to open up. His father, I heard him talk. He's smart enough. He knew the shitstorm was going to come behind that because it wasn't like, Gary Russell Jr. said the same fucking shit. Same shit. Nobody's melanin is, blah, 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 and fucking Lomachenko beat the fucking taste out of his mouth. It comes down to it's part of the culture right now. So in that, when you're in that cultural thing right now, it's anti-white, pushed out of those retard fucking professors. But he was just testing the envelope. His father should have said right there, should have stepped right in, had an opportunity to be a fucking father, and he missed it. He should have said, well, that shouldn't come down to that. Should have pulled the plug. But don't go to the fucking KKK party and then get your picture taken and say, oh, man, I really weren't friends with him. I was just going. Like, what were you there for? Why were you on the phone with that guy? Why? You know who he is.
They don't know who that guy is?
He's about.
Exactly.
They do.
They know who this guy is. Come on, man. They know who he is. They know.
You hear people, talk that shit, Dev. Go on, Dev. It's like you fucking got to be kidding me.
How old is this
You
guy?
gotta
How
be
old is
kidding.
78? That's what I was saying. Like, I think he's the same age as
78.
Closer to my age.
78.
He's closer to my age than
Like
he is to you guys' age.
Yeah,
No,
he
I'm gonna
should.
say he's about.
43.
I'm gonna say he's about
43.
mid 40s, early 40s.
He did a
I think he's
7-year
older. I
stretch,
think he's
so he
older than
did
that.
something violent.
Let's say he
That's
put
all.
78 because he was born in 78, right? Let's just
Yeah.
say because he's stupid, right?
Right.
He doesn't know how to be creative.
Or
So
he
he's
was
about
sentenced
42.
7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
So he's 41.
he's about at least 42.
Yeah, 41 gonna be 42.
He should be acting more his
I'll be
age.
78.
Like, right, guys,
Yeah,
let's.
listen, he should know by now that look, if he's ever been to prison, he would know that, right? Anybody who's ever been to prison, Jimmy, who was a I think he still is, a prison guard.
No, I'm not anymore, bro.
Okay,
I
okay.
couldn't handle the abuse.
You would know better than me because I had like two stints the most, right? One stint was the long one, and the one thing you find out real quick, real quick, is that race takes a back door when it comes to like toughness. Just this rugged, mean toughness. There's white guys that will break your neck, bro. They will kill you. Listen to me. They will kill you in a violent way. Doesn't matter what your race would be. They will take you and crush your face.
Yeah, them Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah,
One of the most
okay,
violent
so
gangs.
in New York, Stu, they have this thing about them, the Aryan Brotherhood. You have to be somebody who can kill somebody with their hands.
Yeah.
You basically have to be that, or you can't join the group. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think with the Aryan Brotherhood, because they were always outnumbered by the other gangs, they had to be a lot more violent than the other gangs. And
exactly.
That's what.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what.
And they weren't,
that's what kept a lot of people away from them. The fact that when they did come after you, they did it in a savagely violent way, and I think it kept a lot of people.
All right, guys. Yeah, we gotta. Sorry, but we gotta take these phone calls because before they're gonna hang up. 773, you're on the air. 773.
Okay, they think they learned their lesson with the Tyson Fury thing. Saw with Tyson Fury, they're in the same narrative. They're bringing race into it, and what happened with Wilder? He got beat down. And even after the fight, they were talking about Tyson Fury being a great white hope. I don't know how many times I heard that saying, Tyson Fury, great white hope. Like, have you not heard of the Klitschko brothers? They dominated heavyweight boxing for 2 decades. How many gangs of black Americans did they knock out on their reign? 2 decades run, and they still want to bring up this fucking racist term, great white hope, this and that. Man, was it? I just go back and watch the Klitschko brothers knock out Africans after Africans every time these pieces of shit bring up that great white hope.
Yeah, but the Great White Hope is a word that basically is only used in America. I mean, no one uses the Great White Hope anywhere else. And look, it's a myth. I mean, look,
No.
Look,
They use it towards Tyson Fury. They use it towards
the,
Tyson Fury.
the only Americans call him the Great White Hope.
Yeah,
British
but only
people
Americans
don't.
did that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the USA, man.
Listen, the Great White Hope is a myth. When you look at the pound for pound list, I mean, look, there's a lot of world class fighters out there. So a lot of people that use the Great White Hope comment know fucking nothing about boxing today. They still think they're stuck in the era where Holyfield, Tyson, Lennox Lewis, and all them guys were dominating. It's it's a different era altogether.
But it's in the US. This is all in the US.
And the Great White Hope was used as
when it comes to America, though, they've been brainwashed from birth. They've been instilled since they were babies of oppression and everyone's against them and racism and this it. It's the way they're brought up, man.
I know.
And then they even get passes. The freaking cultural Marxist communists, they even instill it to where they can't even be racist. They say, oh, black people can't be racist.
I like this call.
I mean, even sorry, Jimmy, quickly. Even the Joshua fans, the African you won't hear Anthony Joshua's fans. It's black fans saying using Tyson Fury, calling him the White Hope. They just won't call him that. It's only in America that people call
all in America
the White Hope.
All right, we gotta move on, Kevin. We got another phone call, all right? Thanks for calling in.
Great point.
717, you're on the air. 717. What was that?
I have no idea, man. That's just I don't even want to think about it.
That kid just nut.
I don't even want. I'm gonna hang up.
Exactly. He just nutted on air and just gave up. That's like some Howard Stern shit. Hey, listen. Let me get back to. Can I just make a point about Devin Haney? Look, he's young. He's what, 21 years old?
Yeah,
21-year-old kid.
21.
21. Okay.
Okay, so he's just trying to mimic some of the fighters of recent past saying that comment. It's not the worst thing in the world, but here's what he does. He puts a target on his back now. This is the one thing you can't play with when it comes to tribalism, whether it's racial, whether it's my hometown versus your hometown. That's like, okay, I'm from New York, Queens, right? I'm from Queens. I'll never let a nigga from Brooklyn beat me. Never. You know how now you know what I just did? I just invited the craziest Brooklyn dudes to find me, and all it takes is one. All it takes is one guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes. It's just one guy to go in there and say, "I'm gonna fuck this dude up tonight," okay, and actually come out on top. So again, the racial thing. Look, it's part of boxing. I don't get too crazy over it. I know there's a double standard. That means that, let's say if Lomachenko would have said, "I'll never lose to a black fighter," he would have been crucified.
Oh, forget about it. Hey guys, we got another phone call, so let's take it. 818, you're on the air. 818. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Bucho? It's Marshall Ministry.
Hey, what's up, man? What's on your mind?
Well, first things first, I want to tip my hat off to you guys. I noticed you guys had Steve Kim on yesterday. That's pretty impressive. So it's good to see that you guys are getting around in the boxing community, having like the big names on the show and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks.
And then other than that, I also noticed you guys, like in the ticker, you guys had the Chris Eubank comment towards Golovkin. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that if it's cool.
Go ahead.
Okay, so a couple of days ago, I chopped up a video that the Boxing Rant had done replying to Teddy Atlas's comments regarding Golovkin being the shot fighter. And one thing I have to agree with those guys from the Boxing Rant. What they said is Golovkin was just in a fight of the year contender against a hands down top 4 middleweight in the world, who, correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't been cleared yet to even fight because of the damages he took in that fight. So I find it funny.
I thought they cleared him by now. You might be right. I'm not sure, but I heard the same thing. He did take a lot of damage in that fight. That's why I told people it's not as easy as you.
Yeah, but with this virus though, the gym, he wouldn't have been doing much work. He'd been resting.
Exactly. Yeah, but I thought he was cleared already. I thought he might.
Yeah.
And I think that was a great win, because Deveryachenko had lost against Jacobs the first time around, and he had been waiting in the wings for I think like a total of 5 years to fight for a title, and he lost it. But he was really, really hungry.
Yeah.
You know how Ukrainian fighters are. So it was a good fight. It was close. But yeah, a shot fighter wouldn't have put up that performance.
He's got to get off the mountain.
Yep.
End of story.
So basically, he was saying that some people were saying that Golovkin was shot.
Comments are relevant with Chris Eubank saying he has a chance against Golovkin now, because I don't think so. I still don't think so. I don't think Golovkin has fallen off that.
I say he does have a shot against Golovkin. I think he does.
Look,
the thing you gotta do is find your identity. You can't be a guy that's trying to get a more rhythmic flow on your punches, and the guy that's gonna. You gotta either do that or be a puncher, because you can't turn over your punches and have a lot of rhythm. So before he used to turn over his punches and he was a puncher, now he's trying to be like more of a rhythmic flow to his punch combinations. You got to do one or the other, and you got to identify what type of fighter you are. He can't be ambiguous, especially with the corner. What's he going to train him to do, Jonathan Banks, so he can perform at his best?
Look, you're not going to teach Golovkin anything. He's got a way of fighting, and that's it. You're not going to change him at 38. And yes, for me, he's shot to pieces. And that's how good Golovkin is. Even a shot to pieces Golovkin can hang in there with Derevchenko. That's how I see it. Look, he's an old man in there. You can see he just can't get out of the way of the punches anymore. Back in the day, little head movements, little body movements, he'd block these shots, he'd get out of the way of these shots, he'd counter these shots. Nothing these days. He's just blocking them with his face. I mean, look at the state of him when he fought Canelo Alvarez in the second fight. He was a mess. And this is a guy. Hang on a sec, Jim. This is a guy that proves to me he just can't get out of the way of the punches anymore. And he's taken far too much punishment. And then fights do take a lot out of you. When you're getting punched up like that, of course they do. And I'm hearing Steve Kim said yesterday that Golovkin wants to have a warm-up. But when you're 30, what is he, 38, 36, whatever he is, when you're that age, and warm-ups are the last thing you need, because one fight could be the end of you. That could take his next warm-up fight. It could take so much out of him that he's just shot to pieces completely. And Canelo Alvarez, you don't want to be fighting Canelo when you're shot to pieces. So look, I understand what he's saying. He needs a warm-up because he took a lot of punishment. But Golovkin is at the age now where he hasn't got time for warm-ups. And I think if he has a warm-up with a half-decent guy and this guy hangs around and puts a bit of punishment on Golovkin, because let's be real, everyone's going to be hitting Golovkin now. Golovkin's not getting out of the way of punches. No matter who they are, he's not getting out of the way of them anymore. That's the facts. So he's going to take punishment whoever he fights. And unless it's some sort of bum where he gets him out in a round or two, but he's going to take punishment, and that's going to take even more out of this guy. So look, I don't want to see Golovkin fight Canelo Alvarez again, because I just think it'll be a one-sided fight next time. I really do.
Right at this age, every time you bend a piece of metal, it gets weaker. And then when at that age, he doesn't have many more bends left. You know what I mean? I agree 100%. But what he needs to definitely do is get off fucking Big Bear. Train at sea level. I'm telling you, you'd see a rejuvenated, at least one good fight out of him.
You think he's still, hey Jimmy, you think he's still up there in Big Bear?
Yes, he did. He trained with Banks up at Big Bear the last fight again.
That could be a mistake. Yeah, that could be
a mistake. Huge mistake.
This is what I'll say about Golovkin. I do agree with Stu that Golovkin definitely lost something. Now, I wouldn't say he shot to pieces. I still see a lot of good things he does defensively that he makes up for without the head movement, right? Because I think it's because he's gotten a step slower. So therefore he makes up for it in other ways, although he's still getting hit, right? Because when you're not moving your head like you used to, and you're using momentum to, take something off that punch, you're still getting hit, right? The thing about Golovkin is that I'm noticing he's waiting around a little too long now. What he does is when he's fighting, he did this a lot against Jacobs. He did this a lot against Canelo, even in the first fight.
He's hesitating too much.
You saw it with Derevchenko too. You saw that.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a guy in the chat comparing Matt Korobov. There's a guy saying Matt Korobov at 40 got a result against Charlo, but Matt Korobov was hardly fighting. He went years without even having proper fights. He wasn't really in any hard wars. Didn't have any, because he wasn't fighting really any good guys. And the only one he did, he got knocked the fuck out by Andy Lee. So look, to compare him to Golovkin, who's been in a lot of wars lately. I mean, even say what you want about Kell Brook, but Kell Brook hit Golovkin a hell of a lot of times. And no matter who you are, when a guy's tagging you up like that, it's going to take its toll on you in the end. And then you got Canelo that was hitting him with big bombs. Derevchenko was hitting him with some shots as well, a lot of shots, and just takes its toll on you.
He's a multimillionaire now. We gotta think that he might not be as hungry.
That's right.
A better multimillionaire too. He's really, really bitter.
Yeah, he has no desire anymore because he couldn't unify him undisputed.
Yeah, look, the thing is though, if he had to fight Canelo, he should have tried to get in there with Canelo straight away. The longer it's been, the more it suits Canelo. I mean, and look, if he wants a warm-up, then you're talking about another year. Can you imagine Golovkin at 39 beating a Canelo Alvarez? I just don't see it. I really don't. I don't. Anyone that can see it, I mean, you probably have to take your fan goggles off a little bit because that guy that was in there with Derevchenko the other night would have got mutilated by Canelo Alvarez. So look,
Do you think Canelo
Golovkin's
could
one of the
fight?
greats. Golovkin's one of the greats. Unfortunately, time has caught up with him.
I
That's the
get-
one thing. Look, Klitschko knew when they call it a day. Maybe Golovkin won't. That's the problem.
All right.
I think
we gotta move on. We gotta move on. Caller, thanks. What's his name again?
No, Muscle.
Memory, muscle.
Or Muscle
Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, muscle. Thanks for the phone call. All right. We gotta move on.
Yeah,
Take
no
care.
problem.
Good call. El Dog is on StreamYard. El Dog, what's up?
I'll slap Stu's that baby mother.
Oh, I know who this is. Is this
That's
the kid?
This Coco Tyler. What's up, Coco?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man, get this kid off of here, Bucho.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you.
Butcher, did you just let that guy say that and sit there with a fucking grin on your face? I hope not, bro.
Yeah, what a kid. It's a kid. This guy's a retard, man. Look,
Listen,
I
thought that was you ain't slapping shit because if you ever said that in front of my face, man, oh my god.
This is hey, but this is one of Michael Stott's friend. This is one of Michael Stott's friend.
Listen,
And it's not El Dog, by the way. Stu,
Michael Stott to death.
Stu,
with
it's
each
not
other.
El. Stu, by the way, this is not El Dog. He's some guy that used El
I
Dog.
didn't say it was El Dog. I never said it was El Dog.
Okay. No, just so you know.
Listen, the guy just mentioned my dead baby mother, man. He's a fucking little coward. And
Yeah,
like I
I
said,
mean,
he'd never say that to my face. Do you know why? Because I beat the living shit out of him, and he knows that. He sounds like a little fag. This guy's got no alpha. He's a little Rick Moranis looking motherfucker that I would chew up and spit out.
So he's talking about my pops the other day. Fuck that kid, bro. What's
Yeah.
up? What's up, boys? Man, I ate a fucking big old ribeye and I passed out, dog. On the show.
Oh, damn. Hook it up, bro.
What's good?
Listen, look,
You got the
this
itis,
is what I'm
bro.
gonna do.
You got the
Look,
itis.
You're like Michael Stott, just another little weak little white boy that has to act tough on the internet because in the real world, when he steps out in the real world, he's getting bullied. He's getting buoyed off because he's not a man. He's a little bitch boy. That's why you join groups because you can't do it alone. You're not tough enough, never will be. So you join little groups with that little fag Stott. You know, and people like you think you're going to go to civil war, but fucking you guys, you wouldn't last 10 seconds, and that includes the count. Oh, fucking civil war. You guys are a disgrace. And look,
Civil War.
I wish you would say that in front of my face, please. But I'll never know who you are. You're a fucking coward,
dude. The kid, Stewart. The kid is a fucking little fag. No, sorry, Bucho. Little homo.
Wait a second, Butcher's not a fag.
Yeah, what'd you get mad?
Yeah, but listen, hey, Joe D in the chat telling me to calm down. Or someone's telling me to calm down. This
saying
guy
that?
just took the piss out of the mother of my child who died, and you want me to calm down? Why don't you get? I'll tell you what, you can take a fucking time out.
All right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that kid
Where is that
always
little fucking clown?
says
Joe
some
D,
real
get the
person.
fuck
That
out.
kid always says some real personal shit about everybody. Don't tell Stu to calm down. You deserve that fucking time out for whoever just said that.
Unbelievable, man. That's some fucking low rent, cowardly ass shit.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't.
And the thing is, though,
Cowardly ass
there's certain
shit.
people on the BDA expect me to sit here with a fucking smile on my face, taking it all for the views. Eh? Get the fuck out of here, man.
I think BDA just sent in a message to not give him any attention.
Nah,
I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting that
Wait,
go. I'm not letting that go. You think I'm letting that go?
He called
letting that go. Oh, don't give me any attention. The
Yeah,
guy just
he's
fucking
recognized he
mocked the mother of my child that I
Stu
lost.
Wall, yeah.
You think I'm gonna let me tell you something now, man? Boxing's not important enough for me to let that shit go.
Hey, tell him why you went to prison, Stu.
Why the kid?
Tell him why you went to prison.
How that kid come in? How did he come in? Like he came in.
He described himself as El Dog.
Oh.
He said, I'm El Dog, but he really wasn't.
Yeah, because L Dog, I know L Dog. He would never talk like that. He doesn't do that shit. I mean, he might troll you a little bit, but I think he'll go that far. I mean, first of all, it's the internet, man. Like, I don't understand why these guys talk so tough, man. It's just like, are you planning to see me one day?
I live by the motto, I swear to God I do. Like, even on Twitter, I will never say anything to anybody on here, on Twitter, anywhere. I wouldn't say to their face.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. Never.
No, it is.
Because
it's
to me,
the-
you can't take that back. That's some cowardly shit, man.
it's
Talk
the
about
barrier.
somebody's fucking woman who passed, man. Wow. I just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, could you think like, before he said that, I mean, was he like, what can I say that will like, does he think that hurts you? It doesn't hurt you. It just fucking makes you degrade the kid. It just.
Let me tell you something. Unless you're
Oh
ready
man,
to
my
go to
blood's
war with a
fucking. My
man,
neck's getting stiff and shit right now. What
unless
the
you're ready to
fuck?
go to war with a man, you don't talk about
Ugh.
his family.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that to fucking Stu if he was my enemy.
Yeah, me either.
There's certain shit you don't
That's
say.
the thing.
You know what I
I'll say
mean?
the
You don't
same
go
thing.
there. Don't
Yeah.
fucking disgrace
I'll
somebody's.
tell
Too much
I
fluoride.
don't
my
know.
enemy when I see you, I'm gonna bash your face in, but I would never bring his parents or his wife or his kids. No, you play a dangerous game when you do that.
That reminds you of what? That reminds you of what?
Out in front of a, when I was living in South Boston, out in front of a pub we used to hang out. One of these fucking kids in the neighborhood drunk. This dude pulled up in a car and he started running their mouth. There was two guys in the front seat, but we could see clearly the woman and the three kids, right? But he still ran over and fucking gave the kid a shot to the side of the head. Dude, he come back, big smile. You would have seen it was like a fucking draw of energy. The old dudes coming out of the bar to grab him, and they gave him a fucking beating. And for the same reason, I was fucking wanting to throw a shot. You don't fucking commit violence on somebody in front of their family. You know what I mean?
Never, man.
That's the you just there's certain shit you don't do. You don't like cross the line, man. Like that's just.
That reminds me of
I
what
don't know.
Wilder did. Wilder did to Dominic Brazil.
Yeah, that
Like,
was just
fuck your
disrespect.
family.
Yeah.
That's
Jimmy.
low gangster shit.
And to that guy who just said, well, I don't know why you're giving him attention or that. Look, I'm giving him attention because he said something that was bang out of order. And if you think I'm going to sit here with a fucking grin on my face, keeping you happy, should we talk about Devin Haney again to get your fucking dick hard? You're a fucking moron.
Stu, that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling people that time. Dude was fucking talking about my pops and shit. People telling me to calm down. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not calming down. You know, fuck out of here,
bro. You know, they expect us to just to toe the line for what they want to hear for fucking 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, bro. What did I just watch? Yo, I just took
the person in the chat.
Yo,
hold on.
Yo. I just took an old man nap. I fucking woke up. I seen yous was live. I fucking passed. I ate a steak. Passed out. Seen yous was live. I jump on here and this fucking what kind of shit did I just walk into?
guys.
hold
BDA
on.
wants to move on. BDA wants to move on.
We got a call. 773. You're on the air. 773. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. Yeah, go ahead.
There's only one Tyson Fury. Hey, Tyson Fury's gypsy. The Brits got to quit claiming him. He's a gypsy. He's a whole nother set of person. He's in his own little category.
What on earth are you talking about? What on earth are you talking about?
He's not human.
773. That's Chicago. That's Chicago. What is he talking about, Shorty?
No wonder there's fucking high death rates over there.
He's in his own little separate category. He's in the traveler community. He's in the gypsy community. He's an Irish traveler. So people looked down on him for years. The English community didn't even accept him. He was a joke.
All right, because you sound like you've lived in England all your life, don't you? You do. Where are you from?
Chicago. He's got a 773 area.
Yeah, there you go. You really sound like you've been to England. I bet you don't even know where it is. So look, come on, man, don't tell us how. Look,
Come on, man, Kevin.
The left wing,
You're pissed off
the
at
left-wing
something.
Marxist media. The
Something
left-wing
pissed you
Marxist
off.
media don't like him, but the people do.
Stu, to answer the caller's question.
Yes.
Like, legit. The reason why he wasn't popular. Hold on, caller. It's important.
Too many people talking.
Hold on. Let him say it. Go ahead.
The reason why he wasn't popular for a while, there was this other heavyweight called David Price, who at the time was the British champion, and the whole British public wanted to see the fight, but Tyson Fury took upon himself to vacate the title and fight other people for a while. There was like a heated animosity towards Tyson Fury because it was perceived he ducked David Price. That's why for a while
I mean, Tyson Fury, born in England, fought for England in the amateurs, wears the UK on his flag on his shorts. I mean, I don't remember the fucking the Irish national anthem being played on the Wilder fight. Do you? So look, I don't care what you say. Is
Hey, you
look,
know what, Stu? He said he would have wished he would have fought for the Irish Olympics, but the paperwork wouldn't allow it. It was something to do with
yeah,
the
all right,
paperwork.
whatever.
But cooler,
Whatever.
cooler.
He wanted
He
to
Why?
fight
wouldn't
for the
Hey,
Irish
hey,
Olympics.
why ain't he wearing the Irish flag now then?
He's
No one's
British.
stopping
He's
him.
Irish. I mean,
No one's stopping
He
him.
wears the
No one's
Nigerian
stopping him.
mouthpiece. He comes out with singing American songs. Patsy Cline. He's not some freaking
Oh, okay.
okay. Well,
All
anyways,
right.
Kevin,
What?
we're gonna move on. Kevin.
Where the fuck do you find these people?
England discriminated against him. He said
All
England
right.
Bro,
didn't accept him for
bro, what part of
What is
Chicago
this?
are you from?
Yeah, definitely in the south side. You'd have a
Dude,
point
I
of it.
just explained why the British public hated.
Yeah, I think Apology just told you like he tucked David Price, bro.
Yo, I got a question real quick. Have we had some dickhead callers today, or did I just walk in at a bad time?
Oh,
No,
no,
that's the first one. That's the
it's a
first one.
quarantine, man. Quarantine.
I was
All
going
right.
to say to the caller's defense, though, and I think Stu knows this because he mentioned the media. The media here, specials on History Channel, blah, blah, blah. Anytime they talk about the Irish travelers, they always talk about them being oppressed and racist and they were getting kicked out of towns. So if you're an American kid uninformed and you just, saw that shit all the time, maybe that's where, you know what I mean? Because I do see it on television. It's because I know some.
This is what
What's
Tyson
up?
Fury said. I'm not listening to the media. I'm listening to what he said. He said it
All
himself.
right, I'm not.
Came out of the horse's
All right,
mouth.
man. Okay, because I'm saying what I saw in the media. They do try to portray it like that.
Is he lying? Is he making
Bro,
shit up now?
Bro, settle your little ass down, dog. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, anyway, you're an American, man. Why are you fucking getting all hyped up? You're American. You can't claim him. So it doesn't matter, does it? Why are you even worried about? You worry about your own little racist fighters like Devin Haney and people like that. You go and worry about them.
All right. Thanks
Bro,
for the phone call. Take care.
Bro, what
Take
is
care.
he talking about?
All right, he's gone.
What is
Guys,
he-
oh, hold on.
Go and hunt a wild boar or something you do best.
All right.
Bro, you sound like a fucking kid from Evanston, dog. Settle the fuck down, bro.
All right.
Chill out. Man.
No,
but I was
Jimmy. Hold on.
I was
just,
really
just can I just say something?
sorry,
Jimmy. Yeah, that's okay. Jimmy.
Yes.
Steve Kim saying that he's listening to the stream. Let Jimmy know Triple G was in Las Vegas with Banks before all this stuff. Banks was also working with Badu Jack at the time because of what you guys were talking about before. So
About him working in Big Bear.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So, but no, nobody answered my question though. We had some shithead dickhead callers today, or was it just I just walked in on a bad time?
How the fuck are we supposed to know this, man? Listen,
You had
it's
Just been calling. He's been calling.
anyways.
some other extreme.
Shout out to Steve
with
Kim for
person
listening
as
to the
well.
show. Steve Kim is the
Oh,
man.
thank you too. Thanks for that info, Steve. That's cool.
Yeah,
What happened now?
Shit. So he's
we're shouting out Steve Kim over here because he
Yeah, I
had
know
a message for.
Golovkin, so let me get this right. Golovkin has been training in Vegas lately now.
I don't know.
in Vegas. He's training in Vegas.
Well, he was gonna be on the snack, right? But he refused to wear the sponsorship shirts and whatnot. So Victor Conte kicked him to the curb, or they separated ways.
And if I was Golovkin, I'd be taking some good shit right now. Some good stuff.
I would.
But did I hear you right,
real
Lucho? You said before all this started, he was training in Vegas.
That is correct. That's what
Is that
Steve
you
Kim's
said?
saying. Yeah,
That's awesome. Oh, I hope he stays down in Vegas. That's great.
yeah.
That's great.
That whole in the
Because if he
mountain
gets on some
stuff.
good stuff,
Nah.
he gets on some good stuff and fights Canelo in September. Because we know Canelo's always on some good stuff. I say
90
I
seconds.
say Golovkin has a really good shot of beating him in the third fight. If he's on some good shit right now and training good, he has a really good shot.
I was also going to say something when you guys were speaking about what about the chin though? Does it matter that? Of course, it matters.
You
He's
need
taking
sparring.
punches.
Yeah, you need sparring, man. You got to sharpen your tools up, man.
Yeah, but you got to say, okay, am I gonna throw many punches, or am I gonna turn over my punches?
Boxing is
Jonathan
like
Bates got to decide.
Boxing
Kind of
is
bounce
like
the
a street fight. Yo, if you don't have a street fight enough times, you go in there against a street fighter, he's gonna fuck your ass up. There's no
Guys,
doubt.
so Steve Kim saying that Golovkin liked it over there. He's at the UFC facility. So I think they do have a UFC facility in Las Vegas. So that's where he's training.
In there?
Yeah, he's training there.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
it's like a gym. You go in, you check in, you book a session, and then someone else.
Yeah, but
comes
what
in.
I'm saying is he training with people? Like, is he training with other people?
Well, I don't know, but
Like,
he
is
liked it
he
over
sparring
there.
going
That was
there?
before.
People there.
I think
I
this.
think he said before all this started.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for
So
answering
that's
my
good.
thanks for answering my question, Ma, the meatloaf.
But hey,
All right.
listen, can I say, well, it's
Say again?
Go ahead.
wicked echo. I'm sorry, guys, man. I'm like hearing myself from the earpiece like literally 10 seconds after I talk.
You were saying, Jimmy? Go ahead.
Sorry if I'm
Go ahead.
stepping all over everybody.
It's too many people, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, don't you just love it when people from Asia and fucking America telling me how British are thinking and how Brits never supported Fury? What the fuck's wrong with these guys, man? Look, I was around there. I remember Fury from a kid. The media didn't like Fury. Everyone else liked Fury. You're talking about all these memes that make Fury. That was racist Black American channels doing all that. But you clowns want to make it. Look, if anything, I've got more right to claim that guy than you ever will. So keep giving me the hassle. I don't care. He's one of us. Until he takes that Union Jack off his shorts, he's one of us. Deal with it.
See, I, as an American, I don't even think of that angle. I just think of he's a Brit automatically. I don't even think about,
I don't
because
get
I'm
into
not
all
familiar
that.
with it. You know what I mean?
Irish. He's from
Well, 'cause
like,
I'm
from my
not-
point of view, he's like he's from England. That's it.
But it's like
I mean, no, Matt. Go ahead, Butcher.
no, but it's like I don't understand why he's not a British. I mean, I saw him support England at the World Cup, right? So he's obviously British, well, English in that sense, right? So I don't understand why they want to make Tyson be this Irish guy when he's British. He was born in Britain.
Yeah, I don't get it.
For no reason.
Go ahead.
It don't make sense to me either. I don't know what. Does it really matter? No, it don't. But they want to make a big deal out of it, so I will. Telling me,
He's the same ethnicity as you, right? Like he's Irish,
half Irish,
Well,
half English.
half Irish, half. It's basically the same. Yeah, I mean, and when he said gypsy, because he's a gypsy, don't make him British. I mean, what planet is this guy on?
Yeah, it's
did we talk? I'm just curious because like I said, I passed out and I just jumped on. Did we talk about Devin Haney and all that bullshit yet?
Yeah, we
for about 2 hours of it.
Pardon me, Stu. What'd you say?
About 2 hours, bro.
Oh, okay. I was just because I just hopped on, so I was just wondering.
Hey, you should go back and listen, man. We've had some interesting debates on it tonight about that.
On the Haney and all that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean we've had some strange characters calling in. Let's just say.
I'm just curious, but real quick, I know y'all already talked about it for a couple hours, like you said. But I'm just curious, why is Black Jesus scared of two white boys like that with his pussy fucking ass? Why is he scared of them like that, bro?
Listen, I'm with Dead Game. Dead Game called in earlier, and he made kind of sense. Listen, that guy's 21. I'm not excusing what he said, but he was in like Jimmy said, in that environment, right? 78 Sports channel. We know what's that all about. Yeah. So he wanted to impress them and started talking like that.
And let me get this one off, bro. Like I say, bro. It's 78's a bald-headed 50-year-old fat fucking ex-pimp piece of shit motherfucker, dog.
All right, let's calm down.
And if he's got a problem, we live 15 minutes apart from each other. Fuck him, man.
All right, Johnny.
That's my deuce. That's my 2 cents.
Oh my God.
Reel it in, bro.
Like, guys, can I just read a super chat? Virtuoso, thank you for your contribution. He says, Haney should at least put some respect on his name. All right. Good point. We talked about that.
His father's face told you everything you needed to know. His father was like, "Oh, come on, don't do that."
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, look, man, he's a young kid. He's stupid. You know, he's dumb. You could tell he's trying to impress. Yeah, there you go. That's the face.
Yo, that crusty old motherfucker hasn't trimmed his beard since 1987. That's probably what brought the fucking coronavirus over to the States.
What was more surprising, his father, actually, because later on, I didn't listen to the whole thing, which I just couldn't take it. But at some point, they started talking about Tyson Fury and the whole Glovegate thing, and they kind of his father starts saying that, there was something weird with the gloves. I'm like, come on, man.
Something weird about your beard.
Come on.
What Hayes' father co-signed the glove game?
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
co-signing
In a
that
way,
shit?
kinda.
So
Yeah.
you just know what just happened last night, right? You know it
What?
just transpired, or whenever that thing just really went viral.
Hmm.
He just became the face of the LDBC, without a doubt, because he's undefeated and he is very talented. I guarantee you watch all the videos now praising him. And if this kid is the fucking, so I mean, he craves social media. But no matter what, how talented he is, and he is talented, motherfucker is an email champion who's fought nobody. So for him to be as cocky as he is and has never taken a real shot from an elite fighter is just amazing. That in itself, his father should have said, fuck
Yeah.
the race. But can I say, you
I
never
do.
hear black people talk shit about the Japanese fighters for the most part?
No, I don't.
What?
Because you know why? They don't take that shit. they just don't.
Listen, that Devin Haney's walking around with a belt, and it reminds me of Jake Paul walking around with his belt, because that's about how relevant that fucking belt is he's walking around with. Just like I said, I mean, and if this guy, I mean, I'm not sure if he's called himself a 2-time world champion, but if he is, I think he really needs to look in the mirror and give himself a slap in the face, because he ain't no 2-time world champion. Like Jimmy said, an email champion, and this is the problem with the comments. I don't mind when B-Hop said it. B-Hop was a reigning champion for 10 years. Had every right to say that. Tough guy, world-class fighter. Devin Haney's nowhere near the level of B-Hop. I don't really remember many other fighters saying that, to be honest with you. I think maybe James Toney said it. I think, didn't James Toney say it once? So I don't know.
Maybe, I
But,
think. Yeah, I was thinking about
yeah,
that.
but like I said, I don't really. But like I said, I got a feeling it might come back to haunt him, because he's hovering around a division where there's some quite dangerous white guys around. I mean, especially if he moves up to 140.
I got a doubt. Didn't he just have shoulder surgery? What's a guy that young having shoulder surgery at this early in his career? Is that a sign of bad things
You know
to
what
come?
it is?
Bad technique.
You know what it is, Gonzalo? He's probably he either did something reckless outside the gym, or he's overtraining, trained himself too hard. If you look at David Haney, he's come from this era of he almost reminds me of Anthony Ogogo, just wants to be like a model pretty boy. So he probably overtrained himself or did something stupid outside.
But yeah, but by making that comment, he's put so much pressure on himself now, because every time he's in a ring, especially with a white boy, he better deliver, because he won't even get. He don't have to worry about the white people taking the fucking piss out of him. The black people will do that for us. They'll fucking rip him a new one themselves. So this guy. And that's true. I mean, Wilder got more stick off black people in America than he did off white people, I think. I mean, when I was looking at the Twitter, I mean, he got ripped by his own people. So Haney better watch out, and he's put a lot of pressure on himself. And that when you put so much pressure on yourself like that, like I said, it takes a lot out of you. Look at Deontay Wilder. The occasion got to him. The pressure got to him. And, this is Wilder, who's been in world title fights, many of them.
Here's what it is. Here's what it is, bro. Devin Haney's a little white boy from the suburbs of San Francisco. All right, who he had his mommy and daddy take him to the boxing gym every day. That's what it is.
No, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say he's a privileged black boy that had his mom. It's not because he's black. It's just that he's in his situation. He's privileged. He has his mommy and his daddy. They did well for him. They love him. They care for him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They took him to the gym, and they taught him how to box. That's all.
Yeah, bro. I got this faggy kid from San Francisco wearing a fucking Abercrombie and Fitch sweater, talking about, I won't let any white boys beat me. Fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
I think we have the real L Dog in the house. L Dog, are you there?
No, it's not him.
I can't even hear the guy.
Hey, Dog, Hergovich will beat him, wouldn't he?
Can't hear the guy. 901. We got a phone call. We got a phone call.
Whoop, Devin Haney.
901. You're on the air. 901.
901.
Where's that from? I never heard that area code before.
Yeah, me either.
Is that 911 or 901?
Oh shit! Sorry, these guys are muted. My fault.
Yeah, nigga, explain that, bitch.
Oh, is this H Money? H Money.
Preach.
So little money.
Oh, he dropped out. I think it was H Money. He's still obsessed with Johnny Boy using the N word. Now I told you he's doing.
Yo,
It's
I just explained that earlier.
You little bitch
I know.
ass, you bitch. Yo, bitch, you little bitch ass nigga, bro. If I ever run into you, you know what time it is, bro. Like
He's
Stu just
using it
said.
in a friend. Hold on, let's
Like
just
Stu just said.
Johnny.
Like Stu. Sorry, Bucho. I was just gonna say, like Stu just said with the other caller that mentioned his family, bro. If I ever
he's
see
from
you, I'm gonna slap the shit
He's
out
using
of
it in the friendly way, Hector Macho Camacho style. All right, that's
you. Use a bitch ass nigga,
yeah,
H-Money.
friendly. Like you're my friend. Is what he's
Memphis.
trying to say.
He's from
All right.
Memphis, Tennessee. You know
He
the
ain't from no
901.
Memphis recognized.
901
Nah.
is from Memphis. I
All
just
right.
looked it up.
L Dog, go ahead.
I don't believe him.
Is this L Dog? Imagine it's not L Dog. All right, I'm kicking you out. If you don't speak in 2 seconds, I kick you out. All right. Anyways, so what are we
Full
talking
of
about?
Bergovich.
Oh, we
I
got
wanted to
another phone
ask,
call. We got another phone call.
recognize
We
the
got another phone
question.
call.
All right.
419. You're on the air. 419.
Hey, what's up, BDA?
Tito.
Hey, I'm just calling, to call out a little bit of hypocrisy on the show, you know.
Oh,
What do we
okay.
do now?
Go ahead.
Two-tone.
Talk to
Hey,
us.
and hey, to Johnny Boy, you know Johnny Boy, hey, last week
Here we go again. Oh,
Let
my
him talk.
goodness.
Let him talk.
Let Tito speak.
Hey,
Go
can
ahead,
I
Tito.
talk? Hey,
Yes.
Can I talk?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, I went out of my way last week to let Johnny Boy know that wasn't me who was in there, dogging on his dad. And I'm getting out of that talk. Don't put my name in that, but I was just letting them know for integrity, man. That's sister
I know it
computer
wasn't.
talk,
I never said it was you.
So
T-Tone.
let me talk now. It's only a second. So a little bit after that, me and Johnny had that talk, and you go, hey, talk to Johnny, go to the show. Johnny insulted my son, my family, He couldn't beat me in talk.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, that's why your son don't love you.
I said, you grew up to fucking have him stroke Canelo dick like yourself. That's what I said. It's probably true. I mean,
T-Tone, why are you calling, man?
Well, look at what they said about your dad is probably true, but I wouldn't say
oh,
that. Right?
good one, bro.
That's the difference between me and you, Johnny.
You
just
just
don't
said
have no integrity, and I'll tell you this: you use that N-word.
Use a bitch ass nigga, T-Tone. Shut your fucking mouth, too.
T-Tone, are you serious, man?
Black people that I know.
Use a bitch ass nigga, too. What's up, T-Tone?
Hi, hold on.
You ain't
I have a
shit.
question. All right, hold on. T-Tone.
I don't know what kind of you come from the streets and you are your own stage reading.
T-Tone. T-Tone, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying that you disagree with Johnny Boy because you don't think he should be using the N-word.
He's gonna say, hey, I people insult my dad and that. He does. He insults, man. Who makes fun of Kobe Bryant dying on that day and talking about there was more? Wish there were more.
Dude, I just wish I would have learned how to fly the helicopter for him. That's all.
So hey, when you back up somebody, you better make sure who you're riding with. Because I'll tell you this,
bro.
There's a dark Sith in the group. I'll tell you that.
Bro, I just wish he knew how to fucking fly the helicopter. I was actually wishing him nothing but the best in the next life.
Yeah, Johnny. Hey, the only reason how me and Johnny started arguing, Johnny's a Green Bay Packer fan, and I'm a Detroit Lion fan, and
yeah, and Detroit's never had a team, and Detroit sucks
because he is a ref lover.
And Detroit's garbage. So what's your point?
All right, guys, take this outside. What the fuck is this shit? What is this? What is this? Nobody gives a shit. T-Tone.
Nobody cares about the NFL, but the Lions.
Yeah, nobody cares. T-Tone, here's the deal. No, hold on.
I know,
everybody.
I know.
Everybody.
I know this man exactly like T-Tone. I know him. He's schizophrenic, but he's just like T-Tone.
Schizophrenic.
T-Tone, listen. Here's the deal. T-Tone.
How's that, man? What?
T-Tone.
What?
Okay.
I called in 4 or 5 times here. Ain't nobody
T-Tone.
prove me a liar.
T-Tone.
Yeah, go ahead.
T-Tone, please. Okay.
Hey, what do you say on that? On Johnny
Oh,
disrespecting
Jesus
people's
Christ.
kids?
This guy doesn't stop. What the fuck?
Come on, Tito, give it a rest. Take a fucking break. Bit of a
don't
spliff,
call
maybe
back.
coffee or something.
Don't call. Don't. If
Jesus
you're gonna
Christ.
call back again, I don't want to hear the words Johnny Boy come out of your mouth. All right. Leave this guy alone. You see, it's like you're obsessed with Johnny Boy.
It's Tito.
Maybe you
hates
want something
money.
more.
Hey, I got a feeling.
Maybe you want something
It's
more.
Tito hates money as well.
I mean,
Dude.
could be.
Yeah.
I've been on here for 15 minutes. I got 3 people calling, fucking trying to take a shit on me. Why y'all trying to hit on the young boy Johnny like that for, bruh? You just mad because I'm knocking your baby moms and shit, dog. What's the
All
matter?
right, Johnny,
with
calm
y'all?
down. All right, hold on. Tito, I'm gonna give you one chance. Tito, I'm gonna give you one chance. All right, I'm gonna mute your ass.
Let's go back to boxing. Let's go back to
Yeah,
boxing.
exactly. Everybody, shut up, please. Tito. You wanna Tito?
BDA says, hey, don't say nothing about my friend Johnny.
All right. This
Oh
guy.
God.
Tito, do you want to talk
I got fucking
boxing?
head out.
Do you want to talk boxing? I'm gonna hang up. Do you want to talk boxing?
We were talking about racial stuff, weren't you?
Yes, we were. How about Devin Haney?
Okay, thank you.
Devin Haney, stick to the subject, please.
Yeah, he
Bitch
shouldn't have
ass
said
nigga.
that. Devin Haney, he shouldn't have said that. That was wrong.
All right,
BDA, all right, man. I'll check you out next time.
take care. Oh my God,
You
what the
just
fuck?
come on
Hold on for
to
that
have a
shit.
go.
All
All you
right.
had to say. That's all you
Yeah,
had
he
to say.
didn't.
You
He
could have
didn't
said
he
that.
had no boxing to talk about. He just come on to have a go.
Exactly.
Johnny.
Johnny doesn't love me. Okay, so what?
Yo.
Move on.
Yo, I don't love you.
He might be
And I don't love
homosexual.
that-
I mean,
and
I don't know.
love that dusty ass baby mother of yours, bro. I'm sorry. I hurt your feelings, dog.
Every
these
time,
things
it's
happen.
Johnny
Yeah.
doesn't love me. Come on.
Yeah,
All right, we got
what's
another
wrong with these
phone call.
people? Right, you've got so many people begging our attention. I get it as well, don't I?
Yeah, we're gonna-
Stu
yeah.
trolling me, so I call them out and stuff, even paying for the privilege at times. But what's wrong with them, man? Craving attention off Johnny, man. Leave the man alone, man.
310. You're on the air. 310. Oh, he hung up. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. God damn, B. Bucho was just telling me to take it easy on the callers today. I jump on here for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I got 3 fucking people fucking coming.
I lost connection. What was? Were they coming? All of them coming at Johnny?
No, it's one guy.
Oh, all right.
Johnny's like Steven Seagal in Mark for Death, fighting off brothers left, right, and centre.
Hey, which was that, Stu? Is that the one with the Jamaican dude that's got like a twin brother?
Yeah, that's the one with that's the one with the Rastas, the Jamaican guy, isn't it? Mark for Death. Brilliant.
Nobody know why Richie killed Bobby Lupo.
And
Hey,
he's
did you
blind.
guys-
Where he's
Oh, no.
blind. Yeah.
Kevin
hey,
from
did you guys
Chicago is
get,
calling back again.
did-
Kevin, no, I'm not taking. Should I take the phone call again? Kevin from
Who?
Chicago.
Yeah, let Jimmy say what he's gonna say first.
Yeah, go
Oh, no,
ahead,
take
Jimmy.
the
Sorry.
call if you got people in the thing.
No, it's
Thanks,
that
Fonzie.
guy from Chicago again. I don't know if I want to take it.
He's taking too many calls today.
It's the same guy.
Yeah,
It's
too
just-
many. Like 4 or 5 times with the same. Unless you bring something else.
All right, it's getting creepy. So I'm gonna take it and see what happens. 773, you're on the air.
No one else is calling in, so I figured I might call in. Is
Well,
there people
all right.
waiting on the line?
Well, we got another phone call, so yeah.
All right, I'll leave them to it. Go ahead.
Thank you. All right. My God. 818, you're on the air. 818.
Hey, Bucho, it's me again. It's Marshall. I just called to ask a question for the panel, and I'll hang up after I do, if you guys don't mind. I'm gonna
Go
kind of steer this, and just out of curiosity, because it's been 20 years into the new century. So just out of curiosity, what is the heavyweight fight of this century so far? Is it Tyson Lewis, Vitaly Lewis?
Yeah, but wasn't that century? Wasn't that last century though?
No, talking about the beginning of this century. I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's
say
still-
Vladimir Klitschko so far.
Yeah, but I would say, was he asking the fight of the
Who's the heavyweight? Who's the heavyweight of this century so far? In the
Oh,
last
so far,
20
yeah, you'd have to
No,
say
the
Vladimir Klitschko
heavyweight
for me.
Fight of
Yeah,
the
man.
century. The heavyweight fight, not the fighter.
Heavyweight?
The fight of the century so far.
The fight.
Okay.
Klitschko Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah, Klitschko, yeah, the fight, Klitschko Joshua for me, miles ahead of then maybe Fury Wilder too. Just for watching Wilder get his ass beat. I mean, there's nothing more enjoyable than watching that. So Fury, Wilder number 2 for me, but that has to be Joshua. Klitschko at Wembley Stadium. The whole event, the fight was a terrific fight. I mean, 2 gold medalists, 2 world champions, 2 monster punches, 80,000 people. What else would you want?
What was the question, Stu?
The biggest fight of the century so far in the heavyweight
The
division.
biggest fight in the last 20 years.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I got to think. Well, I mean...
Tyson Lewis was fucking big. I mean, I know
Yeah, well,
Tyson was way past, yeah.
I was just going to say that, and I was just also going to say, you also, unfortunately, you'd also got to throw fucking Floyd and fucking
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight. My fault.
Yeah, Lewis Tyson was big. Lewis Tyson was, but the fight was so one-sided. I'm talking as an event in itself. I mean, I don't remember 80,000 people being at that arena, either on Lewis Tyson. Just a massive event. Wembley Stadium, one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. Like, you had a reigning world champion in Vladimir Klitschko against a young up-and-coming monster in Anthony Joshua.
That might have been the heavyweight fight.
The fight had everything, didn't it? It had knockdowns. 1 minute, one guy is dominating, then the next, he's all over the place. It was just a terrific event, terrific fight. So for me, has to be Klitschko Joshua.
Yeah, it's a toss up between the two of them, bro. I was just gonna say because Tyson, well, they got kicked out of Nevada because Tyson fucking bit Lennox Lewis at the press conference and was talking about put your mother in a straitjacket and all that other shit. So they ended up having to have that fight in Memphis.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Memphis,
and you've got to remember Tyson. Tyson was coming off. He'd already been beat a few times. He just looked the shadow of the man. He was.
He didn't even want to fight Lennox. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even want to fight Lennox. He did it for the money.
Yeah, so it was just like I said. If you're going to talk about an event in itself, then it has to be that one. I mean,
that was an amazing admission. Remember that?
Listen, mate,
he comes out and he says, "I never even wanted to fight Lennox. I just wanted the money."
Yeah. I mean, look. At the end of the day, I mean, that was one fight. You know where you're smiling. You've paid for the fight and you're smiling because you've got your money's worth and you've enjoyed what you've paid for. Very rarely you get that in boxing. You feel like you've been ripped off half the time, don't you? But with that one, I was just happy that I paid for that fucking card and watched it in a nice, clear.
You know
TV.
which fucking fight I had a grin on ear to ear for fucking 3 days was Pacquiao and Thurman. But
yeah,
that was a good fight. That was a real good fight.
Yeah, that was a nice
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but L Dog, thank you for your contribution. He says Hrgovic versus Molina was the fight of the 21st heavyweight fight of the 21st century. All right, Jimmy, go ahead, and then I'm gonna take a phone call. Jimmy, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to kind of echo what Stu was saying. For me, you have to go since 2000. You'd have to say for competitiveness, the event, the fireworks, 90,000 people. The stadium, like you said, no, I mean, you count in all those factors, it is actually really not close. You know what I mean? Back and
Good
forth
point.
action definitely would be that. Klitschko, Anthony Joshua.
310, you're on the air. 310.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? Who is this?
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just saying. When I heard that Devin Haney statement, I kind of thought at first he was racist. When I think about it, though, he's like, what? He's barely like 21, 20. And I think he's influenced by like the wrong people. Do you think fighters who are influenced like that are like weak-minded? Because he's only like 20, you know? Like he's like 21, right? How old is Devin Haney?
Yeah, 21.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? I think it's more of a cultural thing. As in, if he doesn't think like a black man should think, he's going to be ostracized, coon and stuff like that. So I think he's forced to think that way, or else he will get ostracized.
He's just young and naive, and he was doing an interview with the piece of shit. The piece of shit that was interviewing him is the real racist. Devin Haney's just a little fucking kid.
Yeah. It's a stereotype,
It doesn't
right?
seem genuine. It doesn't seem
He's
genuine.
all right, but like I mentioned, you just gotta pay attention what else he says because he's also have like the good influence. He's got his father, so we just gotta keep tabs on him. What does he say from now on? If he continues showing this pattern, hey, then we can say he's fucked up.
Yeah, but the way he's going, it won't be long before he's reading out scriptures from the King James Bible. I mean, fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that possibility, but I agree with the caller. Like, I think the caller was basically saying that this is a kid who's very impressionable. He knows the person that he's talking to, likes stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
It's
he
been
definitely
said
knows.
before. It's been
He
said.
definitely knows.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, it's been said before. Like other black fighters have said this, and it's come back to bite them. You know. Listen, man, you can't go by race. Like, man, you're stupid if you do that.
The kid's young and naive. He said some shit he shouldn't have said. That's all it is. And like I say, I'm sure. Not that I listened to the whole fucking interview because I would have puked in my bowl of soup. But you know, I'm sure that the dickhead. We all know who it is. The dickhead that was interviewing probably egged him on to saying some shit like that. I didn't listen to the whole fucking thing. He's young and dumb, and he just said some shit he shouldn't have said. That's what it is.
Hey, recognize hey, that was supposed to be a joke. He definitely knows because he got a big ass nose.
You know what I say? I just do it this way.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up saying a big ass nose.
Yeah, I mean, if Loma can't hit that, then he is fucking slowing down a bit.
Yeah. If he can't hit, and anybody can't hit that.
My thing is this with this for whatever comes from this. Keep it fucking no hypocrisy. Treat him exactly like what would happen if Lomachenko said, "No black boy is gonna beat me." So whatever comes down on him, because we all know it's not, because we're all like, oh, but it'll fade. But I'll tell you right now, this would have been on the news.
Oh, of course.
They'll
be asking for Loma.
Yeah, of course
They'll
he
be asking
did.
for Loma to get stripped. They'll be asking for him to lose his license.
Hey, I'm going to keep it real, right? I don't mean to offend anyone by saying this, but Devin Haney was buck dancing for the LDBC. Let's just say that
He was.
He was buck dancing.
Lomachenko would have lost sponsors. Without
Of course
a doubt,
he
he would have
would've,
lost
man.
sponsors and shit. So he needs to be listening. But again, like you just said, it's cultural. He's mimicking the culture right now, and it's fine to shit on the white guy. It just is what it is right now. But I'm gonna tell everybody, like I keep saying, because I'm my hands to the ground. I listen to my friends. I'm a kind of back dude, sit back and listen to everybody talk. And I'll tell you right now, why would fucking 6% of the country try to piss off 58%? Who fucking I just don't understand them. Like, how far are they going to push this? There's going to be only so far that white liberals can keep squiping off on Twitter.
And they don't watch boxing.
Because if history shows anything, right? I'm just saying this.
White
I'm talking
liberals
grammatically.
Yeah, and they don't watch
they
boxing.
They don't mean shit. Exactly. But I'm saying, like, in general, the culture.
Yeah.
Listen,
hasn't history shown anybody? Has there ever been a more vindictive, nasty, fucking race than white men when they finally had enough?
I call it.
Once you understand where that comes from, saying once you understand the people that create that narrative, and once white people figure that out and put the smack down on the white liberals, there'll be nothing that anybody else can say. Because when you start pissing people off to the point where, look, if all I could be is a bad person, even when I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to be a good person, I'm trying to do things the right way, and you still shit on me and put this label that I'm evil because of my appearance, then what happens when I just go crazy on it? Then I say,
I'm gonna keep it real.
From now on, I'm gonna pull, right? Let's go by numbers, right? So we go by numbers. I'm gonna pull out the biggest gun, right? Because I got the biggest gun, and I'm gonna start capping you guys for not understanding that you're putting me in danger. Okay? Now I'm gonna shoot and then ask questions later. Okay.
Yeah, recognize.
Then I'm going to say, do you understand where I'm coming from now?
Yeah. Look,
that's what they have. That's what they try to do.
As a Brit, I wouldn't recommend any race of people going to war with white America because it's going to end horribly wrong for you. These fucking guys are like, they love weapons and they've got a lot of them and they know how to fucking shoot. I've seen videos of white girls going through the woods, taking out targets from fucking distance, man. Very, very disciplined people as well. When they know how to live off the land, You know, they know how to fuck. They're trained killers. A lot of these people. A lot of them are ex-forces. A lot of them are just angry white people that want to kill people, but you know, and stuff like that. So you get them all together, and you got a recipe for a fucking monster. And they'd be very careful what you wish for, and that'd be my advice to any minority living in America.
And I'm hearing that, Stu, from people like I've known decades who I never heard them mention race suddenly carrying on, and their kids are carrying on. And I've never heard like these young kids now. It's just getting, because after a while, there's just only so much. There's only just so much that the traffic can come one way, you know, before the lid gets blown. And again, like you just said, and just never mind the sheer fucking numbers. You know, and it's just like
but the thing is, it's not even about numbers, bro. It's about, listen, it's about, not a lot of these people are skilled in warfare. A lot of them are ex-forces. A lot of them are militias that are training as we speak in the woods. They know how to live off the land. They're very, you know, when you're fighting them sort of people, it's like when you go to the Viet Cong and try and beat the Vietnamese at jungle warfare. You're not going to fucking, you're not going to do that. You're going to have to, you know, not with guns, you're not. Because then people know them environments, and they know how to live off the land. They know them environments, and it's the same with America. These people are militias and stuff. You know, they're trained killers. They're trained fucking killers.
Sorry to cut you off, but let the caller still on the line, guys. So, caller, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna take off right now. Thank you guys for having me on.
All right, take care. Right, we got another phone call. Let's just take this phone call. 610. You're on the air. 610.
Yo, what's up, guys? So, Jackson, I just wanted to say that was a really good interview with Steve Kim you guys had yesterday. I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah,
and,
thank you. Yep.
I just wanted to, that was awesome. But I wanted to talk about the potential matchup between if Lomachenko did fight Devin Haney, and just give you guys my opinion on how it would go, because Haney does have that long reach, which might give Lomachenko problems. But if you see he's constantly getting in and out of range. So like you saw in the Luke Campbell fight, he finally was able to get on the inside with that footwork, and then he was working the body and broke him down. And I think the Haney fight would go really similar to that, but I think Loma would be able to get on the inside with his footwork quicker and use angles and probably stop Haney in the 10th round. But because I think Luke Campbell's a really good fighter, and Haney can't just say, "Oh, he's gonna." I don't know what he said. He said he's gonna beat, or no white people can beat him or something. That was really stupid, because you're basically saying like Lomachenko can't beat you, and I would bet all my money Loma stops him. So I think that's how the fight.
Oh, it was directed. It was definitely directed towards Lomachenko. It was like, I mean, he could have just used his name in his place, but that's who they were talking about. Because remember, that's 78 hates Lomachenko.
Listen, it's not going to take a lot to get these guys up for Devin Haney. All they've got to do is play that interview again to get these guys up for it. And, you know, you're going to get a Luke Campbell in there that's going to be fired up. You're going to get a Lomachenko in there that's going to be fired up. Like I said, it's going to come to well, let's just say he might come and stick by saying that. Let's just say that.
It's like Lomachenko's a master boxer. I don't think a fighter like Haney, he might trouble him, but he will not lose against another boxer, because I think if Lomachenko does lose, he loses to a puncher. And there's a puncher that's more on the size of like 140-pounder, where it's going to be a size disadvantage for Lomachenko.
I agree with that.
I agree. I do as well.
I agree, because he's hard to hit as well. His defense is really underrated. That right hand that Linares caught him with, that was a good punch. He squared up for a second, but usually he kind of fights like Pacquiao. He gets in and out of range, always keeps his head off the line, which is a really good thing. If you watch Crawford and Spence, both of their last fights, they keep their heads on the line. That's why I still favor Pacquiao to beat both of those guys. They're not like especially Mayweather, he would always get his head off the line. which any really seasoned boxer would do. And I just see, out of all the young African American fighters, Haney definitely has the most promise, but he's still not good enough to beat Loma, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right, thanks for the phone call, Jackson. Take care.
Yeah, well, that's a good call. Good call, Jackson. Was
Yeah, good call. Excellent call. And listen, he has to fight Lomachenko now. How do you make a comment like that? Like if he either he's probably going to try to wait him out, but he has to now. How does he not?
Yeah, look. When he said what he said about Terrence was spot on. Terrence, I think the best way to beat Terrence is you've got to throw with him. When he's throwing a comment, you might have to take a few shots. You're going to, let's be real, to beat Terrence Crawford, you're going to have to take a few shots. But when he's throwing, that's when he leaves himself square on at times. And like I said, his head is in the line that Jackson was talking about, and he's there for a counter. So that'd be my advice how to beat Terrence. You got to throw with him in the pocket, because if you let him fight at range, he's going to probably outbox you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know, and if you're trying to get away from him, he's going to hunt you down and manhandle you. So you have to throw with him.
What
And you're gonna have
Gamboa
to take
did
a
to
lot
him
of
in the
shots.
first 4 rounds is the way you beat Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
You know, remember how he was punching with him, Stu, and he was getting the
Say
better.
again?
Remember when Gamboa was punching with Crawford, and he was
That's
getting
what you've
the
got
better?
to do, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Because I've always said you as well that I think Crawford hangs around too long in the pocket. He's
Yes,
throwing
he
that extra 1 or 2 shots that you don't need to throw, and that's when you can get
When
to
he's
him.
fighting at
And
range, he's dangerous. That's when
he is.
Yeah.
And I actually think he actually looks more. Yeah, it's more dangerous at southpaw for me. He just looks very difficult and
Yeah,
slick
because
at
he has a
southpaw.
better control of range at southpaw.
Yeah.
Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time he does, and he just peppers you, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think,
Yo, explain the racial
Crawford's much-
comments Johnny Boy's making on your channel, the N-word. Explain it right now. BDA Boxing, explain what's going on your channel.
Who allowed this?
How did he get on?
Who allowed
man?
this?
All
Who
right.
allowed
Who's
this?
this?
Bucho, what the hell?
That's little H money, little money. What's
He
up, little
used
money?
he used the SFG's name just to get in.
What was he saying? Is he still on?
He's still going on about
Explain
Johnny Boy
yourself
using
about
He's
the
obsessed
N-word.
with Johnny Boy.
Yeah, he's mentally
I have to
sick.
keep
Bucho is
explaining
mentally
this.
sick.
Like, jeez.
Is he still going on? Is he
Yeah.
still carrying on? Click it
He's
on for a second.
deranged.
Let's see him still
He's off.
rambling.
This is scary.
Why anybody takes anything on the internet serious? Come on.
What was he saying? Johnny can't say that word?
He
Yeah.
said something
can't
about
say
the
the
N-word.
N-word.
And
It's
Johnny's
his
a
word.
racist.
He owns it.
owns that
Without
word.
putting in context.
Even
He
though
just
he
says he can't say it.
looks very light skinned. Like he looks, you know. I probably got more of a tan than he does. I don't know.
He's
I
got
just-
this
I-
weird.
I-
Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I just don't use that word. I mean, I don't call people it because I just don't. I mean, I grew up because I knew because it wasn't a part of my culture. Like Johnny's younger, and you know those kids in Chicago, you know, white kids might have talked to each other like that. We just never did. So because of that, I'm not comfortable with it. You know, myself calling people, but nobody's ever gonna tell me I can't use the word. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
right.
that's you know,
Yo,
I mean,
what's
that's
up?
my
Can you hear me
theory
this
on it.
time?
Yeah. All right, El Dog is here, the real El Dog. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, guys? All right.
up,
So
what's up,
about
what's
this
up?
Haney thing, quickly, well, I want to get it off my top of my head. The last caller said he thinks Haney is the African American fighter with the most promise. I think he's the one with the least promise, to be honest. I think Tank Davis is better than him. I think Shakur Stevenson is better than him. I think Troy Isley is better than him. I think a lot of young American fighters are better than Haney. And
Butch Ennis.
Yeah, I
Huh?
can see where our dog's coming from.
Go ahead, El Dog.
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and look, second of all, let me just pull something up real quick.
Is it Hergovich's resume? Is that what you...
Yeah, nobody cares.
Oh, don't,
Okay.
please. I'm struggling to stay away because it is.
Listen, I'll
I
tell
like
you
Shaq.
this: Hergovich will never lose to a British boy
Oh my god.
in my
Ah.
life.
Oh
I don't care what nobody got to say. Can't no British boy beat Hergovich on any day of the week.
Let
Fight
me just tell you this, Al Dog.
Hergovich 10 times. Fight a British boy 10 times. Hergovich is going to beat him.
Somebody's
tonight.
breathing into their mic. Come on.
L-Dog.
Recognize he's asleep. This is what you done, L-Dog. You happy?
Oh,
you happy with yourself?
L-Dog.
Hey, shut up, apology. I
L-Dog.
didn't even notice you
You
on the
better,
fucking panel.
hey, L-Dog.
What's your point, man?
You better hope Hergovich don't have to fight in the UK. You better hope. So you can still come
Why
on here and
not,
talk
man?
your
I
nonsense.
can't wait till he
Listen,
smashes AJ
let me
and
finish,
Dubois.
brother. Let me finish. You've said your nonsense. Let me respond. Right, you better hope you don't, because I can think about 4 or 5 guys that whoop that guy's ass right now.
Who?
Even one
Who?
about prospect. Look, he can't beat Daniel Dubois right now, and he's not even the top 5 heavyweight in
Yes,
the
he
UK
can,
right
man.
now.
Daniel Dubois got a glass jaw.
Listen, put him in there. Look, put Hergovich in there with Dubois. Then look, put
They wouldn't.
him in there with
They
Dillian
wouldn't
White.
allow
Put him in
it.
there with Joshua Fury. I mean, what planet are you on? I'll tell you what, we could bring David Hay back and he'd beat Hergovich. Get out of
Dillian
it.
White sucks, man. He couldn't even beat Maros Wak that convincingly.
Don't matter. He was out of shape and he'd been out of boxing how long? Been accused of doing drugs by people like you with no evidence. I mean, look, that's what it is. His mind was off the game. But look, Dillian White's a dangerous guy. Put Hergovich in with him if he's so easy. Put him in with Chisora. Let's see what a Croatian heart Hergovich has got. When Chisora's in his face, swinging bombs at him.
I've been
Look,
telling
your
these
guys had it
man.
in third gear
I've been
for his
telling
career.
Matchroom to do it, but Matchroom are too scared because they don't want to lose their cash cows.
L-Dog, why do you like Hergovich so much?
He's Croatian.
Serious question. Serious.
Yeah, he's Croatian.
Why is he like your favorite fighter?
Croatian.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah, but let's be real. He ain't got no Kiwis to fuck off, has he? He hasn't got no Kiwis to get on board with, unless he wants to get on Joseph Parker's fucking nuts. But there's no one there, is it? So he's looking. Look, L-Dog, he needs a white hero, doesn't he? And he can't find one in New Zealand, so he has to go to Croatia, his homeland, to get one. And this guy's fought nobody. I mean, even let's be real. He could put a glass eye to sleep, that guy. I mean, if anyone's got any sleep, if there's anyone listening that's got a problem getting sleep and some insomnia and stuff, just go on YouTube, put a Hergovich fight on, mate. You'll be sleeping for a week. Absolutely fucking dreadful to watch.
Yeah, Daniel Dubois will be sleeping for a week if he gets in the ring with Hergovich, because man, that guy got a glass jaw. Richard Latte stunned him badly with a pull counter, because all he does is start his attacks off with a jab.
Oh, come on.
Any good fighter is going to time that jab with a right hand and knock Dubois out. I got.
So is it safe to say you have a lot of confidence in Hergovich?
Yeah, man. I think he's going to be the next Klitschko.
Okay, we'll see.
Do you think there's better heavyweight prospects?
Look, no one's saying Hergovich is a bum. No one's saying he's a bum.
Who would you say is a better prospect? Apology.
I would say Dubois is better than Hergovich at the moment.
Me too.
How is Dubois better? Who is he beaten?
Not based on just skill. Forget.
You talking about the guy who's a better prospect? You said about who's a better prospect.
Okay.
Why is he better prospect though?
Because of the skills
the eye
seen.
test. Hey, I have eyes. They work. I have eyes. They work.
Let me say this. Let me say this one thing. Okay. As of right now, ain't neither one of them shit, because ain't neither one of them beat nobody.
Yeah, but it's okay though. It's okay
That is
because they're
true.
prospects.
Haven't
They're
beat
prospects. You're not
but they're
expecting
prospects. Look,
yeah.
Is it 100% my opinion that is the gospel that, let's say, if I had Dubois over Hergovich? No, it's just an opinion, right? He's got to fight with Joy.
No, but here's the thing. You guys don't share the same opinion as me, so you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Look, I just don't get. Look, I don't get. It's a bit like that DSG guy. I mean, it comes on and bigging up Danny. You're
but that guy's
like
crazy.
Yeah, but L-Dog's not far off him, really, is he? There's some of the statements.
Hey, the reason
I'm
I
trying to
started
stick
doing
up for you
it
there,
because
L-Dog.
what
I'm
I'm
sorry.
hearing about is Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, like,
Unfortunately,
holy shit, man.
there's no defending that, is there? Really, recognise?
Nah.
I think we gave that fighter, what's his name again?
Hergovich.
Listen, L-Dog.
We've given him enough time.
L-Dog, you're just upset that Dougie Fisher and Steve Kim picked Dubois over.
Yeah, both of them.
Hey,
I know
man.
that shit hurt you. I know it did.
Hey, man, they're gonna have to eat their words one day, man.
In L-Dog's defense, bro, I will say I did think Hergovich beat Joyce in the amateurs, though. He asked me to score that fight. He He asked
That's
me
fair
to
enough.
score. Hold on. I was just gonna say he asked me to score that fight. I did. I thought Hrgovic edged it out.
Yeah, that's a fair deal. I mean, look, that is a fair deal.
This was in the amateurs, obviously. Right?
Yeah, we're talking about the pros now, and this is a guy that just rang in and said, obviously directed at me, that he wants to see Hrgovic beat up on a Brit, and I just don't see him beating our top guys. I'm going to be honest with you. We've got probably 5 or 6 that could beat him right now. That's my opinion. Don't mean it's facts.
So
I don't use.
being
I don't
real,
use the
I
word
think
facts.
All right,
guys-
L-Dog, we're gonna move on. All right. Thanks for the call, I guess. Take care.
Take it easy,
All right,
fellas.
L-Dog, take it easy and chill out with Hrgovic.
Oh my God. All
What
right,
happened?
How old is Hrgovic? Just curious.
24, I think. He's like 24.
Okay, so you know something? 24 heavyweight.
Mhm.
Give that kid some time, man. He might be. There's some skills there for sure.
Yeah, that's what we said about Joseph Parker, by the way. Okay.
He ain't 24. He's like my age. He's like 28 or 29, bro.
Yeah.
27.
6'6", you're on the air. 6'6".
6'2".
Explain Johnny Boy calling people nigga. He a white
Oh,
man.
give it a rest.
Let him talk. 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 Let him talk.
Explain why white men is using
How?
No,
Still get in.
we can't even hear you, man. Yo, calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
This
Yes.
is for 3 days. He's been doing this. 3 days non-stop.
All right.
Okay.
All right. 6'2". H money. You gotta come. H money. H money. H money. H money. H money. Hello. Calm down. Calm down.
Why do you say the word nigga? Why do you say it? No, I'm saying why do you say it? Why do you say
Why is
it?
the white man using nigga a racial slur on your channel? Why?
Yeah.
You bitch ass nigga.
Answer the question.
Camacho
Why is it
used it,
allowed on your
man.
channel?
Camacho.
Answer the
Talk to Camacho. Oh no, he's gone.
What's the question?
All right.
What's the question
Why
exactly?
I don't
are
know.
we
He's
allowing
screaming.
somebody to say bitch ass?
Because I can't reach through the phone and tap him on the shoulder and say, "What do you mean? Why are we allowing it?"
We're not even using it and
Why
allowing
you,
it.
why
What-
do you use it? If you
Yeah,
don't
can you
like
answer
it,
recognize this question?
Yes, go
yeah,
ahead.
if you
From a
don't
black
like
man. Go ahead. Apology.
Yo, check this out, bro. And this goes for all you little dudes, bro, in the chat to get some shit to say about me. Don't none of you dudes tell me how to speak, bro. Okay? I'm gonna talk however the fuck I feel like talking. All
I've
right?
heard
And-
H.
and-
listen,
and ain't-
All right,
and ain't
calm
that
down.
one even-
Johnny. We don't need like whole like. Okay, we get it.
I've
Yeah.
listened to H Money. I've listened to his show. Okay, a lot of times I go there to troll, like friendly troll. You know, not to like. Yeah, I don't care if it pisses him off, but if it does, it does. But he uses the word the nigga a lot. He uses it a lot. We in here, my nigga. We the best. He's like DJ Khaled mixed with something else. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks.
Yeah, but like I said,
I can't
we
stand
got
that fat piece of shit Khaled either. He's fucking annoying.
yeah, but we got the point about 3 days ago. This guy just didn't stop. He's like fucking. He's just like one of them annoying fire alarms that won't go off, isn't he? He just don't stop. He's like a ringing sound in your ear. We get the point. It's not gonna. Have you noticed that we've not really responded to you, so we don't really care what you got to say. So give it a rest. Move on.
BDA, what were you gonna say, dude?
Who the hell's that?
Oh, that's him. That's H money.
Oh,
that-
jeez.
You look crazy.
That's not H
I'm
money.
trying to
That looks
talk
like
to
a
the guy.
who's
He just.
that looks like a guy. That looks like a guy who's just about to go Syria. That's what that looks like.
Exactly. I'm thinking like, what the hell?
That is fucking
Yeah, I
Mohammed
missed that. Put that up again.
Akhtar
Put that
from
up again.
Beirut or somewhere like that. That is not H money.
All right.
Put that up
I
again.
think Apology wants to say something. Apology, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna reiterate, recognize this question, but H money's yes.
All right, we got
Oh, go
another
ahead.
phone. Like, all right, hold on. I'm all confused over here. 310. You're on the air. 310.
I was gonna repeat,
Oh, he hung up.
recognize his question, but he's off the air, so there's no point.
Oh, I
Oh,
got you.
yeah, okay. I didn't understand. All right. Yeah, he's
No,
gone.
I
There's
was
no point.
asking. Yeah.
Well, he's still listening. I mean, if you want to talk to the guy.
No, it's just that he uses. I already said it, so it's like he uses the word all the time. Look, you know, it's a stupid word. I mean, who cares? Like, who cares?
And we like, man, talk to Johnny Boy somewhere else. Like they all
Yeah,
come
hey,
over
man.
here to like Johnny's doing this, Johnny. Like fuck,
I know,
man.
bro. Everybody got to run and cry to the principal because Johnny fucking shoved him in the locker, bro. What's the problem over here, bro?
Like we
I don't
allow
give a fuck
this.
what I said. Okay, I don't care, and you're not gonna do nothing about it. So take it for what it's worth, bro. Because I don't give a fuck what I said.
I think they
And I
want
don't
you to be
care.
a racist. That's the thing. They want to believe that you're a racist, and since they can't find anything, they're clinging on to this N-word thing, which is obviously not racist from your part.
But you can find anything. It's just
Let me just say this, bro. Let me just say this real quick for all these little fucking troll H Money, Bay Area, and the rest of yous, bro. I don't give a shit about how you feel about me. I don't give a fuck. I wipe my ass with your feelings. Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop them. But anyways, let's move on. Move on where? I mean, where the hell? What were we talking about? This show is a mess. We gotta admit, like, this is horrible.
Butcho, you love it when it's a mess. You love chaos, bro. Don't lie now. You love
I
it when
love
it's like
chaos
this.
that I can control. I can't control this. Once I lose control, it's
Butcho,
like,
the only thing you don't do when you're writing the title down, the only thing you don't do is pieces of shit are welcome on the title. You might as well.
yeah, I gotta come down with the titles.
Hey, I got
it's-
something to say. Let me tell you something. I was watching Seconds Out with Radio Raheem and Michelle Joy Phelps on the live right before the show started, and I gotta tell you, Michelle Joy Phelps was looking like J-Lo, man. She was looking fine as fuck, and I was scrolling. I was posting the comments, and you have some beta males saying, hey, "Why you say that about her?" Nah, man, shut the fuck up, man. And she was looking at the screen and she was smiling, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't say J-Lo. I'd say more Rosie McDonald. Fuck's sake.
But just go back and look at that live, man. She was looking finer than the
Like, to be fair, she hasn't. Hey, to be fair, recently, she didn't look too bad, old Joy Phelps.
Yeah, no, she got a nice cuckameka too, man.
Hey, I think she lives in the UK actually. Doesn't she?
Oh, because she's banging Eddie Hearn, no?
Oh, she got a wicked crush on Eddie Hearn, man.
Eddie
They
Hearn's
spent
got
the
a wife.
together.
I'm joking. Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't surprise me if Johnny Nelson's fucking slimed his way in there. He
tried, man. There was an interview a long time ago, man. I won't be able to find it, but he kind of like hinted at like he wanted to go on a date with her, and she like basically said no, like laughing.
Yeah. Who's that?
Johnny Nelson tried to.
She smashing like everyone.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's rumours fucking Billy Joe took her to his caravan. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I saw the video. She was in his caravan. I saw that, but I don't know if they fucked or anything.
Yeah, but I don't mean to do a fucking video on YouTube. I meant something else.
No, I know. No, but I mean, I don't know if they fucked, but she was there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey, Bucho.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like for these fucking kids that always want to say some shit about me, just don't take the calls, bro. Because like I say, if they say something, obviously I'm gonna say something back to them, bro.
Yeah, well, I didn't know Tito. I thought Tito wanted to talk boxing. Then H Money, I don't know what his phone number is or whatever. So I took the call, and it's immediately it's Johnny Boy. He's using the word. Come on.
Well, it's got to be better than hi, Mr. BDA. You know what I mean? Fucking Vinny Mark.
Kermit the Frog.
Mr. BDA.
He was actually funny today. Like,
look, this show's fucking. This show's nuts.
Yo, fucking H Money.
Hey, if there's a fucking weirdo around, BDA will find him.
I know.
We always do, don't we?
H Money is copy pasting the same message. The same message. He copy pasting it, man. Explain why your co-host Johnny Boy is making racial comments on your channel, such as the N-word. Copy paste. Copy paste.
Yeah, and he was talking about you, so it don't really matter so much.
It's crazy.
Well, you're gonna lose your sponsorship. That's what I'd worry about. Oh, that's right. So what is he saying? I don't know what the fuck is he. You know.
Look, the only reason I'm a little bit pissed with Devin Haney by saying that because, and it's a bit different to Johnny's not saying it. It's the context of what he says it. Do you know what I mean? Johnny's saying it because, like I said, in the way he's used to saying it from the fucking hood. But where Devin Haney's basically, it's a black supremacist comment. It's like, I'm a black man. I'm far superior to any white man, and I'll never lose to one. When that just pushes it a little bit further than saying the N word in that context of Johnny.
But can I say something? I'm not from the US, but I mean, I remember this movie when I was a kid. I think I was a kid. Remember White Man Can Jump? I think it was called that. Yeah. I never understood what was the point of that because, yeah, I didn't know shit about
Well, in the 80s, Larry Bird, that was the thing. Like, he couldn't jump. He couldn't get any height. So that's where that all came from. That rolled into that. But no, Stu just said something important. The fact that fucking Devin Haney said something, well, it wasn't just an off-color comment, man. He pushed a racial, ideological, extremist view. And this clown's calling in because the kid from Chicago dropped the N-word. Get the fuck out of here. That's what he's hopping on. Not the fucking said, but that's what they do. And when I say they, yes, black people who are in that fucking mindset. They ignore all the fucking racism coming from their end. The fucking Jews getting attacked in Crown Heights. The gangs of black kids attacking white people in Minneapolis, targeting them for their fucking for the assaults and robberies. They don't ever want to talk about that on Twitter. Nope. It's about Johnny Boy. Fuck out of here.
Johnny. Timmy Nealon, thank you for your contribution. He says, E.T. phone Mr. The Zone family reunion. Because no, wait, what's his name? H Money. He looks like E.T., right? So it's like...
He looks like Mohammed Al-Hassan or something. He doesn't look...
I don't even try to be talking like that, bro. But when I got people talking about my family and all this other shit, of course I'm gonna say something, man.
All right, listen. I'm getting tired
of... That's what I mean. People are saying to me, calm down, Stu, calm down. But look, I got a little bit angry, but the guy said something below the belt. I mean, it's very rare, even on the boxing community, where it's a fucking haven for heathens. It's very rare that anyone would say something so low to me. I mean, even some of my worst trolls have not gone that low about talking about my dead baby mother and laughing about it on air on a show that I'm a panelist on. So at the end of the day, I did lose my rag a little bit, but he would never say that to my face. I know that now. And this just shows you what sort of guy Michael Stott is to be hanging around with these sort of fucking savages. So when all you lot go, oh, Durden's all right. No, he's not. He's a low-life piece of shit. That's what he is.
All right. I don't want to hear any more about this N-word and Johnny Boy because it's getting boring. All right.
Me neither. I don't want. I'm Johnny Boy. I'm Johnny Boy, and I don't want to hear no more.
You approve this message. Johnny Boy approves this message. I'm gonna end up like Joe Biden over here. I'm gonna lose my mind. All right. Maybe we should end the show, guys. It's been a long time.
Hey, did you see the other night Joe Biden? Now when he does interviews, his wife has to sit there and squeeze his hand when he starts rambling.
These guys,
dude, it's actually sad. It's actually like elderly abuse. Like it's gotten like this motherfucker can't push this.
I predict.
It's terrible.
Prediction.
It's not even gonna be close.
Hillary Clinton's gonna step in. I'm not even joking.
And she's gonna get beat. She's gonna get beat too.
Yeah, she's sickly too, though, man. She's coughing up all the time and shit. She's old, gonna throw a hip.
What's up with this?
Nobody's beating Trump. Nobody's beating Trump.
Yeah, it's going to be a whitewash. Plus, now that, no, he's a fucking, it's sad, actually. At first, I used to laugh at it, but now, I mean, when he tried to, like, recite the first couple lines of the Bill of Rights, and he started talking about a fucking lemon square recipe, I mean, the guy's fucking mind.
Is Joe Biden the one that was hugging up on the kids and shit?
Yeah, Creepy Joe.
Yeah, but what it's nothing,
Sniffy, Creepy Joe.
To look at.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing to look into. It's perfect.
And his fucking wife sits there squeezing his hand when he starts. What about when he walked off camera? He just forgot what he was doing. He turned and he just.
What about when he said, "This is why we have to re-elect Trump"?
Yeah, multiple times.
This guy's walking around like fucking Vinny the Chin from fucking the Genovese family, isn't he? So, I mean, he's a right fucking.
Hey, Joe Biden sounds like one of our callers.
Dude, he actually said, "This is why we got to re-elect Trump." They looked at him like, "Yo, what the fuck did you just say?" Oh, excuse me.
Dude, last September he was sitting there saying how China's these aren't bad people, guys. That ain't a bad government. And then Trump's a xenophobe.
Look, these Democrats. I mean, they never failed to amaze me, right? They talk about this, about being the the voice for the minorities. Yet when it comes to election time, they pick the oldest, whitest, the most senile person they can fucking find. If it's not Hillary Clinton, it's fucking Joe Biden. And let's be real, Bernie Sanders is not far off Biden. He's a fucking lunatic as well. So look, the Democrats are an embarrassment, and let's be real, they really are. Just like the left in the UK, finished. The left in the UK are finished, done. You won't see the Labour Party in charge of government in the UK for many decades. They've blown it. They went far too left. They became like communists overnight. And
guys, one last phone call. 585. You're on the air. 585.
Oh shit.
How you doing, Mr. Bucho? This is Vince.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Yeah, we gotta go. Bye.
Quickly.
Yes. I just have a question for Mr. Johnny Tapia. If he can just admit that Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, I will hang up right now. Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye.
Johnny, you heard that?
Mr. Devin
Johnny
Haney
Tapia.
kills Lomachenko.
That's a compliment.
It's a fan.
He's trolling,
Not a fan.
man. He's a
Well,
troll, man.
The fucking act, man.
Yes.
Hey man, listen, listen, bro. Lomachenko will never lose to a black boy. Okay, that's my answer for you. That's my answer for you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what you have to say, Vinny Mac.
I think that's Fred Hawthorne holding his nose.
To this day.
All right, Vinny, we're gonna move on. Thank you for the phone call.
That's so
Thanks for the insight, Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's end
Vinny's
this
a bit
show.
like-
You always bring such great insight to the show.
Yeah, Vinny,
Time to go home.
I mean, Vinny's definitely lost his title as caller of the
Hey,
year.
hey, what about that guy, real quick? Who's that guy? Mucho. I'm 100% accurate in predictions. Did you
Oh,
pick
El
Wilder
Jefe.
to beat,
El Jefe.
Oh, El
What's his
Jefe.
name?
Yeah, this guy's he's like develop your third eye. You have to watch boxing
Yeah,
with the third eye. I was like, what?
Do a lot of push-ups. Do a lot of push-ups.
Yeah, but his third
Do
eye is
push-ups?
fucking his ass because he talks out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's his name?
El Jefe. El Jefe. Like the boss.
Jefe. El
Yeah.
Jefe. Yeah, there we go.
Scary guy.
100
Yeah, I mean, he's another one, isn't he?
100% accurate.
He should be called El Payaso.
Yeah.
El Cabrón.
Hey, BDA.
Bucho.
I mean, well, Bucho. Yeah, sorry. Jesus Christ. Bucho. Fucking.
Yes.
Who was that dude who tweeted you Z Candy or something, sent a video about some guy and a lady with a dog, and she was saying he was saying all kinds of crazy shit a couple of weeks ago. Did you remember that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, you responded to him. You were
I
like, "What are you
responded to-
talking about?" It was, yeah, you was some guy. He's like, "Thanks because of you, and you're sending all your people after me. But don't worry, it's more evidence for the police." All kinds of crazy shit. I just happened to see it because Hamanites was fucking tweeting it too. Like you both were talking to him. I just wondered what it was about. I thought it was El Dude at first.
No, I don't know who that is. I didn't see anything.
El Dude was was he at it again?
Oh mate, we get some right characters on here, don't we? Fuck's sake.
Hey, I got a question real quick. Bucho, I just seen that because I just flipped over because I was on the Discord and I just flipped over to the YouTube. So what is Danny Garcia saying some more stupid shit about Manny?
Well, no. Virgil Ortiz wants to fight. Oh no, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, I read something yesterday on Boxing Scene. Yeah, Danny Garcia wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. He believes that if Manny Pacquiao wants the big bucks, he's the man to go to.
All right, here, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
I'm sorry.
This fucking kid looked like shit against that bum fucking lightweight that he was fighting, the one that bit him. The whole card was a fucking disgrace to humanity. Pacquiao at 52 will break that fake little motherfucker's face, take Angel to rehab, and tell his twin sister to put some clothes on, bitch. That's it.
I think Gonzalo mentioned this, and it's a good point. Pacquiao, he's gonna be 42 soon, and no fights so far.
He's been fighting since he was 16. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
But he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop DSG though. No way. DSG is
Nah, he
cement
wouldn't
head.
stop. Yeah, the only way.
That kid's just a fucking cement head. You get beat on that fucking kid
Yeah.
all day.
I'm
But
telling you now.
he'd tune him up.
Danny Garcia is a good fighter. Here's the problem with him. First of all, when he's in the ring, he's fucking waiting around too long. And second, it's like he's not consistent. Like he only beats up bums. Like he looks good against like Granados. You know what I'm saying? Like Granados is not a bad guy. I'm just saying that it's Granados. I mean, he put a fucking beating on him. But then when it comes to like that second level competition, he struggles. And the elite competition, it's like he loses by inches. He loses by
Always
inches.
comes short. Yeah, he does.
He's just like I don't get the dude. I don't get him.
Look, Danny's too basic. Danny doesn't. I never watched Danny think he's give it his all. I don't mind when a fighter loses if he's giving it his all, but you never get that feeling with Danny that he's giving it his all. It's always in second, third gear. It's very he's very boring to watch. Like
And
I've
his
said
father
before.
was right. He lost that fight to Porter because he wasn't listening to his father. His father, the one time where I agree with him. I mean, I think you guys all know how I feel about Danny's pops, right? Like that's a guy who's just taking advantage of his son's loyalty, right? So, but for once, I agreed with him. He's just like, yo, this dude doesn't listen to instructions. Like, yo, you gotta throw those hands more. You can't be fucking sitting around waiting and wondering why you lost on points.
Yeah. For him, that his defense, not that it's a defense, but it is what it is. He's a prodding hooker. And when you're depending on your left hand and you know what I mean, you drag that foot around, you don't have the ability to cut the ring off. It's very hard, and especially when he's looking to counter. So there's so many factors to go in for him to land a shot cleanly. And he just doesn't have the fucking ring IQ. He doesn't. You can see him. He doesn't try to. He doesn't read people right. It's just. Nope. And if he doesn't fight a lot, he's sloppy. At this point, I mean, he's been all that motherfucker cares about now is the money. The fact if any of those guys cared about legacy, they wouldn't be calling out Pacquiao. They'd be calling out Crawford.
Yep.
Because that would be the big fight kid his age. Yada yada yada.
That's
all right, guys. Time to go home. Closing the bar.
Stay here, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, right?
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna end the stream. If you guys want to keep chatting, you can do it. But I'm gonna end the live stream.
I got nothing to do.
I got some shit to do around the couch.
All right, guys.
I got some more sleeping to do.
Hey, real quick, Bucho. Yeah, I fucking just jumped on here halfway through the show, and everybody's got a bone to pick. So apologies. I'm just sticking up for myself like I always do. So
that's right. Very popular, Johnny Boy. You're very popular.
Hang on. What'd you say, Bucho?
I said you're very popular.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's very tiring, guys. It's very tiring when you got these fucking.
Oops.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's it, guys.
Well, is it? I'll just say it's very tiring when you're getting these clowns constantly abusing in the chat. I mean, you can laugh some of it off, but some of it needs to be addressed, and that's the problem. You can't just sit here with smiles on your face like fucking Cheshire cats.
What are you
taking our punishment, grinning away? I mean, look, we're not that sort of character. So it's just our natural instinct is to start swinging, and that's what me and Johnny do. That's why we get involved.
BDA Boxing.
You can't expect us to sit here and just forget about stuff like that. You can't do it.
Oh, this is my thing. If you're gonna say something like that, then you're fully respected.
I'm struggling to hear your apology. I can't hear you.
Yeah, me too. I'm struggling to hear you too, brother.